The following is a world-class Bullshitters exclusive.
World-class bullshitters, the epitome of pop culture. I'm your host, Jeff Hicks, and with me tonight is America's stepdad, the one, the only, Dion Green.
Baby, boys and girls, children of all ages, we're down the hill. But I'm here. I'm hurt, but I'm here.
Well, Dion, we're all hurt. Everybody hurts sometimes, according to REM. But that man chuckling in the background is the last standing Samoan. No more. He's the Bombay bad boy himself, Big Rig Nick Utown.
God damn it, Jeff keeps dead naming me. Anyway, it's a wonderful Thursday night. Let's get into it and start talking about some things that have been happening in the world today.
Mostly BS, but all world class if they're coming across our desk. But folks, we couldn't do it without this man, American Ramrod Coach Kendo Slice.
Very happy to be here, Jeff. For the first time in a while on an actual functioning computer. And it's a special day. I forget. I don't remember what today is all about. I just feel like I was never forget something, but I don't. Oh, it's Thursday. That's what it is.
Oh, yeah. It's Thursday, yeah. I don't know. There's been a weird energy in the air. It's like something is on everybody's mind, but they just won't say it. It's weird. It's been strange.
Yeah, the WNBA is not in the news as much as it used to be. That's what we're all.
That's what it is.
That's because the white girl got hurt. Nobody cares anymore.
Oh, Caitlin Clark, the only one I know by name. Darn. Damn it, I don't care. But folks, welcome into episode 460 of World Class Bullshitters, the epitome of pop culture. Tonight, we have a big show for you because right now, it's kind of a dark time in the world. So we have a show that is going to help you get away from all that. We'll talk about all the big topics, but we're not going to go into the minutia and beat you over the head with why the world's a little dark in 2025. But we have other stuff to talk about, including, well, I don't have my notes in front of me, but we have a lot of shit to talk about. But before we get into anything, let's give you guys a bit of housekeeping news. So we are back today. We have a video that just dropped this afternoon, well, morning in some parts of the world. But we have a video that just dropped, so check that out. And we keep telling you folks, we're on our way to 1 million, and we keep moving up. So sorry for the housekeeping update that's kind of small, but check it out. We have new content. Well, folks, we have a big show planned for you, and we're going to get into that right now. But we can't start a show without the word of the day from our good friend Shrubbles08. Now, guys, I hope you're hungry, because this word of the day is a potato. The word of the day is potato. Fried green potatoes. Debbie does potato. Potato Horizon. That sounds like a Rogue Stika movie. Robo Potato. The Potato 7. And a fist full of potatoes.
No good. Hold on. No potatoes for old men.
Yeah, they can't chew them. They got dentures.
Oh, potato, where art thou?
That's a good one.
Bella Ramsey starring in Potato.
Fellowship of the Old Potato.
The old potato.
The divine potato of the Yaya sisterhood.
The 40-year-old potato.
Ooh.
I know, right?
One potato flew over the cuckoo's nest.
Me and Mr. Potato.
In the heat of the potato.
Ooh, yeah, that's good. A potato in the night.
That just sounds
Lost
like
potato.
To potato with love.
Tinker Tailor Potato Spy.
The potato who loved me.
Potato is not enough.
In a woman's present, it isn't. Okay, in a woman's present, it is not enough.
Would you guys watch a movie called Air Force Potato? It's just Mr. Potato Head taking on terrorists.
I would.
Yes.
Yes, but it's gotta be Mr. Potato Head like figure
From
battling real life terrorists.
So like claymation type thing, but it's just like
yes,
stop motion Mr. Potato Head with real human actors around. Dude, I'd watch the shit out of that
Exactly.
movie.
I want to make that. I want to see Mr. Potato take somebody down with his plastic mustache. He like rips it off and like pokes it in the guy's jugular, and it like causes him to choke, and then he falls down. And I don't know what else Mr. Potato Head could do to somebody, but it writes itself.
He'd take his eyes out and stab you with them.
I mean, I would watch that horror movie. If Art the Clown could get a movie, why not Mr. Potato Head? So let's see. We have Potato Chio from I don't even know how to pronounce this one. Potato Chio instead of Pinocchio. We have Back to the Potato, Killer Potatoes from Outer Space, Hot Potato Time Machine, Don't Be a Potato to Society while drinking your juice in the hood. Something that's older than the 40-year-old potato is Jurassic Potato, and we also have Indiana Jones and the Last Potato. So I like the word of the day this week. TLJ Screwjob, we got some fun stuff for you planned tonight. But Overkill 161, thank you very much for your potato titles as well. Classic Film Channel presents From Here to Potatoity, Potato Side Story, and the Maltese Potato. That sounds delicious, a Maltese potato.
On Her Majesty's Secret Potato.
Potato Busters. All right. So we have the Dirty Dozen. There you go, the Dirty Potatoes. So, folks, thank you for sending in your potato titles. You can send them in all night long here on the channel, but we have a lot of stuff to talk about here. So, let's see. We'll wait for Nick to get back for just a second before we jump into the stuff. Dion, how are your Lions doing? Did they win on Sunday?
No, I sing the Lions fight song crying when they win. Because that they got their asses beat. They didn't even score until the end of the game in garbage time. They looked awful, which we knew was a possibility, right? Because offensive and defensive coordinator left, so we're all ready for that. But we're not that bad. It's the same dudes. It's just a different coordinator on the other side of the ball. But then obviously O-line kind of got messed up. Skipper is gone. They moved Ragnow to a new position on the line, and the dude in the left tackle spot, which is, listen, people who have which is nothing wrong with it, a service level relationship with American football, quarterbacks, but everyone else knows. The other important dude on the offense is the left tackle, because 9 times out of 10 it's the quarterback's blind spot, and he was getting his ass beat the whole game. And then Micah Parsons goes to the Packers at the last minute, the week before the season, and my back hurts. He might need a shot before every game. He's getting paid hundreds of millions of dollars, and he's there, and he's beating up my American white bread quarterback. And I don't like that shit. And they look awful. And they're playing the team I actually hate, the Chicago Bears. And the Bears lost, and we lost. This is every year. It ends up being the toilet bowl somehow. And the team who loses this is 0-2. And it's the Bears. I did not have a good football Sunday. God damn.
I went to a baseball game during the football game, but the Bengals and the Reds won. So
that had me giggling, because you easily are the biggest dude there.
Oh, yeah, but the guy behind me was as loud as I am big. He would not shut the fuck up. I'll tell you more about how I got those tickets and who I went to the game with later on. That is an off-air story. But Shrebbles08, member for 31 months. Thank you, Shrebbles08. He says, Mr. Cleo, will the Lions turn around in this season, and will Taylor Swift stay with Kelsey if the Chiefs have a losing season?
That's not how you spell his name.
Sorry, Mr. Swift.
They spell it with the S.
Oh, no.
Trebles, I love you. It's a C. Don't you
Kelce. Get it right when you're buying the Taylor Swift album.
Don't ever disrespect T Money Kelsey. All right. And yes, they have to stay together now because they announced a new album and they're signing a contract with the devil. But Mr. Cleo will go in more detail with all that because the kids don't lie.
Well, Mr. Cleo, let's call you up right now and hear the soothing, magical words of the one and the only psychic extraordinaire, Mr. Cleo.
Abba da mercy. You must be a Libra, aren't you, darling? Because you killed me now, and the cats don't lie. Boomba-cly. Listen, dearie. You a Libra, Shovels, aren't you, darling? The 08 gives it away. Well, what we have here is a conundrum in the cats. Why? Because the cats who might be cruel, they don't lie. And they're not lying, they say, oh, the cats were the cats. Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce. What we have here is the diamond knife. It lasts forever, like their relationship. Until he betrays her and he becomes a song. Abba the mercy. And as far as the Lions, the Detroit Lions, arguably 4-time the worst team of all time. Boom-ba-clah! We made it. Because the Cats in the game and the ball don't lie. After the first game, it's not looking good. But the Cats here, we pulled the Cats and the Cats don't lie. And the Cats say, we gonna come from behind. Because we from the D. And we always come from behind. Abba the mercy.
These have been the suspect words of Mr. Cleo.
So have you ever done DMT?
That was easier than trying to find the button to turn off Mr. Cleo. But TLJ Screwjob, thank you very much for being a member for 31 months. TLJ Screwjob, longtime fan, longtime supporter. Hope all these people celebrating stop and think about their reactions. If someone they knew about to get unalived and others reacted how they're reacting. So, folks, we're going to talk about a little story that actually broke over this situation right now. So we don't dive into politics head first. We talk about stuff if it involves entertainment. So you're never going to hear us go on about policy for your local roundabout. But if something big hits the pop culture world, we're going to talk about it. And no, we're not going to sit and talk about DC and their new Batman title that launched last week. We're here to talk about how DC launched a Red Hood title yesterday and in the same day canceled the entire series because the writer, made some Charlie Kirk comments that put them in some hot water. And so DC, instead of saying, hey, we're just going to deal with the pushback, we've canceled the book. Have you guys heard about this story?
I did.
Oh, it's news.
I kind of chuckled because I was like, man, and you can listen to the video for this in full force, folks. But I thought to myself, this person made it. This person's finally getting their big DC book. And, not anymore. Because, kind of opened their mouth at a bad time. The same thing actually happened here in Cincinnati. So we have a football team. Not a football team, sorry. It's a football club. It's our soccer team. And it's been gaining a lot of traction over the last 5 to 8 years. It's a big deal here in Cincinnati. Long story short, a man who owns a barbecue joint here in the city made similar comments, and they just dropped his contract about an hour ago. So every time I see one of these stories, it's that somebody's getting let go or fired. And I just wanted to know what you guys think about the DC one more than anything else, because I know where we all kind of fall on the political spectrum, but are you surprised to see that this is a situation where people are actually losing jobs? Do you think it's because of the recency of the issue, or do you think it's because, somebody died and it's kind of messed up to make fun of somebody?
A little bit of all the above. I think the other thing too is, and again, the interesting thing about things that happen is, knee-jerk reactions for everyone mean a hell of a lot more than actually talking about it, right? And in that knee-jerk reaction, people forgot this writer's done this before. So I think everything you said is a factor, but they have made a lot of questionable comments on Twitter before. And again, when you take a step back and you're being objective and reasonable, and yes, everybody's really raw about, homeboy. If you have done things, especially for a business multiple times, and you're then on top of the stuff you've already done, trying to incur a little bit extra sauce due to current events, a lot of times companies say, okay, that was it. We don't want to deal with this shit anymore. And this apparently appears to be the case. Because like I said, the writer for Red Hood has a reputation.
Yeah, I had never heard of this writer until today's story.
Probably a reason for that.
Because they write crap that wouldn't appeal to us, guys.
Yeah, why can't? Why is it like? Why is it when I see a picture on the article, I can smell it from here?
Well,
because
interactive journalism.
You've met with enough smelly people, Nick. You can just see a picture and know.
Yeah, I know.
That's why you won't be friends with Keith Richards. But, no, Dion, you hit the nail on the head. This isn't the first time a person's done that. And when DC actively hires, because it's like comic book companies think they're SNL or a rock band or early MTV, where they want to get these edgy voices. And it's like, do you really need edgy voices to write stories about Superman or the Harley Quinn show? Like, no. You guys are putting the wrong type of people in there. I'm not saying you need affable, normal, generic, Golly G. Willikers Batman people to work on your books. But, like, if you know someone says stupid shit like this and you've had activist groups come after you, why give them work and why put them on a big title? It just makes no sense. So I laughed at the whole situation, and I'm sure this person will just rebound and they'll, I don't know, open a Patreon and like 9 people will support them, right? That's better than having a job at DC Comics.
I mean, listen, we now live in a world where outrage is currency, right? On top of the fact where, everyone has a voice with social media. And again, that all being said, we have multiple generations of people who they want to do the rock star thing and the commentary thing and all that. Again, hate to remind all y'all, but Uncle Dion's going to remind you what made that shit cool is these motherfuckers lost jobs doing that shit. So if you want to be Malcolm X wasn't going around in a suit at a corporate job when he was being Malcolm X. You know what I'm saying? So, people want all the accolades and forget about the game that they're playing. If you want to go online and say wild stuff, if you work for a big corporation, they don't do that. But again, like you said, that Patreon is going to be up. That notoriety from being able to say, hey, I got fired from DC on a brand new book, and also look at all the stuff in my bio, that's going to happen. And it'll be very interesting to see someone, or to see them, to see them bounce back. Because it's like, hey, when you pray for rain, you got to deal with the mud. And hey, you had a job at DC.
Had is the operative word.
Yeah, and it's weird because like it seems like a lot of these people think that. I mean, I'm all for free speech, 100%. But some of these people, think that they're protected for some reason, and think there are not these things called consequences when they say these things. They think, oh, just because I say words, they're not going to mean anything, and my place of work will totally have my back. No, that's not how it works. Especially with with somebody who's done it, more than once. It ain't gonna happen. Like, I'm sure they're tired of dealing with their shit, and they were just waiting for you to make that stupid move, and they fired you. That's what happened.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's been happening to a lot of people.
Yeah, exactly.
There's a Carolina Panthers front office person. He was like a salesperson or something like that. He got like a lot of people have been getting shit canned in the last 24 hours over saying things on the internet. And my hope is that maybe, just maybe, because of what happened and the fact that everybody got to see it happen on TV and on videos, because that is fucking everywhere and it is gruesome, that finally, maybe, somewhere people are going to say, okay, it was all fun and games, but now this shit has to stop. We have to finally realize we can't just go around saying shit anymore, just doing stuff like that. We can't revel in something horrible happening to somebody because we just don't like what they have to say. We need to realize that, hey, we're supposed to be able to say shit people don't like, but we're not supposed to be shot in the neck over it or in front of everybody. Okay, let's hopefully this all brings everybody. It won't. Never mind. Well, I don't even know what I'm saying. It's not. It's just gonna get fucking worse. I'm sorry.
Oh my God, it is.
But the thing that you're saying,
I had
the
some
thing
hope
that you're
for a second.
implying there is honesty, right? And right now, people don't want to be honest, and that's a huge issue. Even with what you're saying, right? You know, no matter what, and especially with the things that have been happening around the world. For those of us that try to be objective, and sometimes you eat your cereal with a little bit of conspiracy in the morning. Now of all time, for everybody on both sides, this is where everybody should shut the fuck up and listen. And people don't want to do, and that's everyone, right? And at the same time, hey, words have consequences on both sides of the spectrum. Clearly, very clearly. And we should wait until we know a hell of a lot more than we know tonight.
Yeah, it's interesting. If you are one of those people that ran your mouth and got fired, think of how many things people take a stand over online, and then remind yourself, or then ask yourself, do you actually remember half the shit you got offended over or upset or indignant over? Because I highly doubt, I wouldn't throw away everything I've built over bitching over WrestleMania ticket prices. That's not where I'm going to die on a hill. It's everything on the internet, with the exception of reporting on actual events that happen. So many things that happen on the internet are so inconsequential and pointless, and you forget about them. This DC writer, we'll forget about this dude next week. We'll forget about Chuck Wendig. We already forgot about Chuck Wendig. All these people that say this intentionally edgy or outrageous shit, kind of nobody's remembered as a martyr or a hero. They're just remembered as an asshole who said something dumb on the internet and lost a job. Now, I'm sure they'll come back and get other work in the future, but I don't think anyone watching this show is yeah, you know what, I'm willing to throw away my life for some shit to say on the internet.
Right.
No. Okay, there's one hill I will die on, and I don't care. I've been in various groups and said it all the way through. Rob Zombie sucks as a director. I don't care who you are. He's a piece of shit director.
I am going to die on that hill with you.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll join you. He's
okay.
Style.
If I ever see Rob Zombie at a convention, I will harass that man so much.
Oh,
we will take a strongly worded letter to be delivered to him by his lawyer, so he is completely safe. But we will let him know exactly how disappointed we are with his work. Same thing with one Zack Snyder. His lawyer's getting a letter, a strongly worded, handwritten letter.
Listen, and that's the beauty of. And again, right now, everybody's emotions are raw. I would never put myself in a position where I'm yo, someone gonna want to take a shot at me. I will say, though, you better miss, because I will jump on a mofo for that. I don't care what anybody says. Zack Snyder is a hack. He tried to ruin Superman. Make no mistake about. I'm in the opposite direction. I'm not. Yeah, don't take me out. I'll take you out, because it's a one-way traffic, son. That dude sucks. He tried to ruin Superman. He swindled Netflix out of King's Ransom. And if you don't believe me, hey. Where's Half Moon, Dark Moon, wherever the bullshit that was called? When's 2 coming out?
New Moon.
Yeah, New Moon. It ain't.
Wait, no.
More, is this?
Wait, I was like, I think.
Sorry, wait. Twilight is New Moon. Rebel Moon. There we go.
Rebel Moon. See, that movie sucks so bad. The only people that are out there in the interwebs correcting us are the people who already know I don't like them because they like Zack Snyder.
If you mistake Zack Snyder films for Twilight films, well. Zack Snyder's.
They're about the same, actually. Rebel Moon and New Moon got a lot of similarities, don't they?
Oh gosh.
The only Twilight I saw was the last one messed up when I was in a hot tub. So I have witnessed part of a Twilight film. There was a bunch of vampires dying, and then it was all
hopefully you got laid or something happened out of it.
Oh, of course. I'm not.
Okay, good.
I'm only telling parts for the show. I mean,
that's all I want to know.
To this show.
I don't need the gory details.
There was no blood. Don't worry. It never is. I'm not that kind of guy. But no, I really God damn you, Dion. No, but folks, I was curious to hear what your guys' take about this is, because I've been reading the comments and I've been trying to take the temperature of the room for this situation. And sadly, when I'm trying to read the comments, I keep coming across the video and I keep seeing people say all this shit. And I'm like, I don't want to watch anybody get actually hurt on film. Like, I don't want to watch Bud Dwyer. I don't want to watch Vic Morrow.
Yeah.
I don't want to watch anything.
Hey, Mom, you don't want anybody that you have any type of non-dislike for get killed or hurt on film. You are okay with watching dipshits like Superhuman and other morons get hurt on film, because
there's a difference between getting hurt and not getting up from that kind of hurt. You know what I'm trying to say? Like,
I know I was just because I do distinctly remember sending many videos of dumbasses getting knocked out, and you guys think they are hilarious.
Dude,
I don't know what you're talking about. I have no idea what you're talking about. I deny
bullshit. You love that one where you're.
I
think your
deny
exact quote was,
I have no idea what you're talking about. I want my fucking
body
lawyer right now.
That's right, Nick. Don't you let that dude bully you. You deserve a lawyer.
Shut up.
You got the right.
You love that same
also-
video where that guy got
this is-
roundhouse kicked in the face after taunting the other fighter.
This is defamation, and you're gonna get a letter. You're gonna struggle with a letter in the mail tomorrow.
Bitch, you have
Handwritten.
my address. Come over anytime you're ready.
We should just fly out to his house and complain, Nick.
We should.
It's fine.
Now,
I'll see. I'll
We'll
see it on the
complain.
camera.
We'll
Like,
complain
hey,
over. We'll complain over whiskey and steaks.
like, hey, the guys are here. Open up the door. We got some problems. Fuck off. Close the door.
well, I have some good news. We don't have a problem, but we have to count. Not to 10, but to some math. To some Steiner math, because our friend Darian217 is showing some love right now.
You know, they say all men are created equal, but you look at me and you look at Small Joe, and you can see that statement is not true. See, normally if you go one-on-one with another wrestler, you got a 50-50 chance of winning. But I'm a genetic freak, and I'm not normal. So you got a 25% at best at beating me. And then you add Kurt Angle to the mix, your chances of winning drastically go down. See, the three-way at sacrifice, you got a 33 1/3 chance of winning. But I got a 66 2/3 chance of winning, because Kurt Angle knows he can't beat me, and he's not even going to try. So, Samoa Joe, you take your 33 1/3 chance minus my 25% chance, and you got an 8 1/3 chance of winning at sacrifice. But then you take my 75% chance of winning, if we used to go one-on-one, and then add 66 2/3%, I got 141 2/3 chance of winning at sacrifice. See, Joe, the numbers don't lie, and they spell disaster for you at sacrifice.
Darian217, thank you very much for your Scott Steiner size super chat. We appreciate you. We're about to read your message right now. Let me just get the graphic changed a little bit so we can get a better background. Here we are. So, folks, Darian217 says, we need to be able to talk to people across the political divide, and the blue and red states need to both start talking like people. At wrestling, sporting events, cons, etc., you are united. Pretty sure they're not all the same party, yet you get along and are united. Absolutely. Nick and I can tell you, like when we went to Dragon Con, we were pilgrims in an unholy land because we thought for ourselves and we didn't really buy into the whole geek culture mentality and mantra. But Darian, you're not wrong about why we're all there. We're all united because we love geek culture. We love pop culture. We want to either go there to dress up and show off, or we want to go learn about filmmaking, or we want to go to parties. And how late were we at? Anyway, it doesn't matter. My point is, like, geek culture and all these things bring people together. And I'm all about unity. I might come off like some Bob Ross hippy-dippy bullshit, but, like, I'm all about that. I don't want people to just shut up and agree with everything because that's, the convenient way to do things. But I also don't want there to be danger involved with speaking your mind, because I don't really go into this, but it sucks right now in America in 2025. It's not that great. It's not like, okay, here it's pretty shitty because we either have race riots or we're on the verge of a collapse here in Cincinnati, or there's some other bullshit going on. So I know it's bad in a lot of parts of the world, and hopefully you guys find our show to have fun and talk about shit in on this kind of a platform, because, speak your mind, and it's what we want to hear. What do you guys think about this comment from Darian217?
It's a good one. It's pretty damn close to accurate. I mean, like I said, you know, it's you know, an honest, good conversation between people solves a lot of problems. You know, and 100%. You know, people need to be able to talk to people that they disagree with, and people always 100%. You go to a game, you go to a movie, whatever. You know, 9 times out of 10, if someone you don't know, you know, you be like, oh yeah, you know, you find common ground. It's so easy. You know, it's when people bring up the political shit and everyone's like, oh shit, you know, it's messed up. But yeah, man, I mean, it's very telling. You know, and you know, hey, it tells you a lot about somebody when, you know, they ain't willing to talk to you. You know what I'm saying?
And I don't even mind when people want to bring up like, I've gone to parties and Dion, we have a mutual friend. You know, this one girl, she loves to talk politics and she's on a certain side of the aisle. I don't give a shit. I want to hear what she has to say. I don't actively, like, if I was going out today, I wouldn't be like, so tell me your views on this and that. I don't really care, to be honest, because, you know, ELE, everybody love everybody, but have the conversation. I find that people in person are much different than they are online. And then stuff like this happens, and I go, well, it's, you know, not as different as I thought it was in places. So, I don't know. I'm all about the Bob Ross mentality of happy trees.
It would be the solution to the problem, but the problem is I don't think a lot of people want to find that solution. And after yesterday, I don't know if there's a chance that we're ever going to be able to try to talk across the political aisle and find common ground again. I feel like we could have hit the event horizon.
Well, I think the interesting thing is, I think that's right, but not for the reason that you think.
The reason I think is because they silenced one voice and now thousands more will step up and become more radicalized than they were before. And then now we're going to have nothing but polar extremities. That's where I think we're heading.
Well, again, you know, 24-hour news, you're not wrong. I think also, you know, the internet has changed a lot. And, you know, in terms of people who don't want to talk, you know, again, we're living in a world now. What you're saying is absolutely true. But when you look at stuff and the way that the internet is and the way that we've changed as a people, you know, we now live in a world where something has happened to someone where they made a lot of money doing that very same thing. And are we willing to have the conversation? The actual conversation is very interesting right now. And everybody's worked up, so I don't hold anything against nobody. But again, you know, in terms of being and making your living on the internet, you know, this is especially because, again, age-wise, you know, homeboy was raised on the internet. Now we know. It can happen to us. It can happen to us too.
You know, up until the South Park episode, I didn't even know who the hell he was. Because we might work on the internet and exist here, but I'm like the worst internet person. I won't call myself an influencer because I'm not one of those assholes, but like, I don't watch shit on the internet. Like, yeah, I watch streaming shows that are technically on the internet, but I don't watch content creators. I don't watch any dude in his room or any dude in his office in front of a webcam. It's just not my cup of tea. Like, I'm working on a video. I've been working on this long form, and I guess it's going to have a darker ending, but King of the Hill and South Park both tackled, I guess, what would be like a Charlie Kirk, Andrew Tate type of situation. And South Park made it really funny, and King of the Hill made it funny, but kind of like showed you the guy, like basically pulled a Wizard of Oz and showed you the man behind the curtain type of thing. But they both had basically the same approach to the same subject matter. And, you know, we had those ways. We were able to talk about it in different ways. And I think today's or yesterday's situation adds a new chapter to that, which I don't know. I don't even think you could talk about it as simply or cleanly anymore. It's just, we've reached a new point. It's like, usually people think about 9/11. Yeah, it's like 9/11 is a day where we remember, like, the world changed. And I know that sounds
shit. That's what it was. I'm supposed to remember.
God damn it, Jeff. God damn it, Jeff. My dad died on 9/11. All right, Jesus Christ.
He was a great pilot.
He was the best pal we ever had.
I love
Well,
how like
For
we
one,
can take
one
that.
skill. He can aim a plane.
That's only because Mark Wahlberg wasn't on that plane.
I know.
That's true. Or Seth MacFarlane, which, although there could be argument for why we would have wanted him on that plane.
Yeah, no American Dad.
Well, but to your point, Jeff, the only reason I knew who he was because of the wild shit that he would say. You know, and again, like you said, man, we are in uncharted territory because now we live in the world where there were a lot of people who took what he said seriously. Which, you know, we kind of knew. But
Well, everybody
real,
there's that weird veneer where everybody believes shit on the internet because they might have been conditioned growing up like, oh, the people on the news don't lie. Or the people on TV say the truth type of thing, even though it's commercials and all this other crap. So I think people, when you watch someone on a screen, you give them that legitimacy because they're not there. They're not tangible. Like if some guy comes up to you on the street and said that same shit to you, you'd handle it like me, where you let him talk and you nod and you say thanks and you just kind of leave. Or you call him out on that bullshit. But if it happens on the internet, people just kind of sit and get lost and go down these rabbit holes. I mean, I'm guilty. I fall down rabbit holes all the time when I'm working on shit. It's like, do I really need to hear a video about Plantair, techno-terror, and the UK politics? No, but I go down those rabbit holes. And I pull myself out and go, well, that's just shit on the internet. That's not a real issue for me, or that's not, you know, I got to look into it myself. But a lot of these people don't do that research. They just buy into these people online and they make their personality and identities about them. And I'm glad that our audience isn't like that. Like, hey, if you want to go out and collect toys and do shit like that, cool, no problem. But like, we're not doctors, we're not financial experts, and we're not here to tell you how to vote. Like,
right?
Yeah.
We're here to help you blow off steam, entertain you, and sell you the best comic books on the planet. That's where we are experts. But we're not here to fucking tell you about, you know, voting or your marriage. No.
Or like, yo, if we say something, you know, you listen to a podcast for fun, they say like a dark joke, and we all like, damn, that is actually kind of funny, you know. And it's just like you're saying, man, we are in uncharted territory. And to Kendall's point, you know, that's what I mean. Like, yeah, like people from the internet have audiences with the president, and politics use the internet to do things and everything that, you know, we all kind of are aware of. But it's like, yo, now we in that real shit. We in that real shit together. And that's the part I'm interested in.
Oh, we're definitely, like, we need to parody the Sex Pistols' Anarchy in the UK and do our own song called Anarchy in the US. I mean, here's the fucked up part. We're at the part of the historical collapse where really great art is about to be made. Because it's like, you know, the economy is shit, and this is whatever. But man, if you're making art or entertainment, you're about to make some iconic classic shit, because
of course,
everything is cyclical. And when we were back in the look, we weren't alive for the 70s, so we weren't back there. But when society was back in the 70s, I mean, you're coming off Watergate, you're coming off of Vietnam, you're coming off all of these things that are tearing people apart. So you need something that's escapist, that brings people together, and you get a series of blockbusters that bring you that at the end of the decade. Same with the 80s. You have all kinds of commentaries on corrupt businessmen and capitalism and all that shit that people bitch about today in the 80s, and they make parodies like Back to the Future 2. And so that stuff sticks around. And now, sadly, I almost called him Andrew Tate. Charlie Kirk has passed away, but like, he was a great joke on South Park 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago, and even liked it himself. And
yeah, he wore that shit like a badge of honor.
I thought it was funny as shit, not knowing who he was. Like, Cartman got that damn hairdo and shit. Now I look back on it and I'm like, oh, they got it right.
God. Yeah, but the thing that I hate, and the thing I think about is that the algorithm of a lot of these social media sites will feed on this negativity, and it'll just kind of like keep, you know, it'll be its own, like, I don't know, like, it'll get to a boiling point, and like hopefully, you know, nothing. It's just a lot of people yelling into the void, and I hope that's you know, the height of it, and that's it. But after seeing what happened yesterday, I mean, that might not be, you know, what actually happens. I hope it doesn't get worse, because, you know, that's unfortunately how these things work with Facebook and YouTube and all the other bullshit. Anything negative, people gets views, gets comments, get likes, gets shares, and it's just like that's what they thrive on.
Nick, how does it get worse?
That, the real world application, right? Like, these things, they become a big deal when they conveniently reach out into the real world, or when they reach out into the real world a lot, right?
Yeah.
Like, no shit, I had a meeting today unrelated at work where it's just like, oh, it's just, this security thing that I'm involved in, organization. And this shit came up in that conversation, and the only thing I kind of chuckled about, to your point is, I work in security, it ain't just going to be about the art. Other industries that are adjacent to this, I'm about to be one of the most loved guys in my company. I already was because of other shit happening. But people who work in security, you about to make some motherfucking money. People who make money off of, being needed in times of strife. That's the part that's interesting. Once, everyone's blood pressure goes down, that's when you see like the actual effects. My boss is going to be, I didn't get a call or email back today. I got a call and email after Luigi's thing. But if I don't get a call about this within a week, I will be floored. And if I have, because I'm doing stuff, my bosses all go, man, that's you are so good at your job. Some shit that I did a year ago, but it's going to get amplified because of stuff like this.
So which one of your CEOs are you a bodyguard for now?
Well, y'all know me. It's the one that you know what I'm saying. We were talking about last week. Y'all. We're talking about the fan base. They know which one. You know what I'm saying, y'all.
So Dion, I think I'm going to invest in some body armor for you for work. It'll have our logo all over it. It'll be classy and tasteful, but you're going to be covered head to toe. Like the Annihilator 3000 couldn't hurt you. So
I'm ready for my close-up, Mr. Hicks.
Listen. Dion's a blackout glasses. As long as he carries around a Starbucks cup, he will. Nobody will ever touch him. It's fine. Nobody will ever touch him.
But also at the same time, I can always lay on. We talking about the things that we grew up loving. You're not going to hit a guy with glasses, are you?
There you go.
Bob Gunn. Yeah, quick shout out to our friend 860 Saying God, who has shared this stream, reposted it over on X or Twitter. Folks, we ask you guys to do a couple things, like, share, and subscribe, but sharing helps a lot. It helps the algorithm know that people want this content, and we have more of you now earlier in the show than we've had in a while. So clearly, stuff's moving in the right direction, and I'm glad everyone's here to want to have fun with us. But Nick, I wanted to ask you this real quick so we don't bog down the audience with deep, sad shit. But you talked about getting worse. Like, what does worse look like? I think over, let's say, the last 5 years, can you get, like, what more severe shit could happen? Like, outside of, like, external threats, like, bring on the aliens, because that'll
okay, like that. I mean, there is a giant probe or rock or something coming towards Earth. I don't know if it's passed yet. It might have passed already, but it's like A31 something or the other that's coming through our solar system really fast. And there's some people saying it's it's alien. Some people are saying it's just a rock like Oumuamua that came through I think a couple years ago. So there's that. Are you talking like social media type stuff, like things like that might get worse and, like Dion said, spill over into real life?
Yeah, I just. Like, I don't wish any of this shit on anybody. I wish everybody would. I wish everyone sunshine, rainbows, and no death.
Okay, all right. I'll give you I'll give you a hypothetical. Let's say we find out that the person who committed the crime yesterday is a they them. All right. And they have friends, and then those friends feel like they need to help their friend, and so targeting other people who are like Charlie Kirk. And then it becomes an epidemic of just that. That could happen.
Yeah. Which
means anybody who does a live show or anybody who posts a lot on social media and tells you where they are and who their friends and family are and where everybody is at risk then. And then it becomes a whole fight, and a lot of that stuff, it breaks out, and then they start attacking the other side, and then it becomes a whole thing. That would be the worst of it. you know, because then it's just like, you know, it's just one upping the other until you get to what you start like you buy an RGP or RPG and start, you know, firing it at the other side. Like what's the end of this?
Oh, escalation, yeah.
Yeah, how high is it gonna go? So
we buy body armor, they buy body piercing rounds or armor
yeah.
piercing rounds. Sorry, I just saw that movie.
And here's something that I found out at Dragon Con as well. Apparently, all the furries people make fun of are the ones who run the security for the U.S. government.
So those are the ones that have the weirdest histories.
Correct.
Look, if a dude that's going to charge into danger and protect people wants to get it on in a Captain Caveman costume, I think it's weird, but I'm also not going to say anything against him. Like, hey, man, thanks for protecting us.
Yeah.
But you got to dress up like a squirrel while you do it.
It's one of those things like where does the acceleration of like the fighting and the rhetoric and all this other stuff, and that's just an idea that I have floating around in my head. Like I don't think it'll happen, but it is a possibility.
I always like to think about the end game because I always jokingly say we're agents of chaos here on the channel. That's for like entertainment shit. Like if Disney was bleeding money, I'd like to see how much money they could bleed before some company comes in and buys them. That kind of shit. I wish for the best in this case scenario, and I don't want it to trickle down. You know, it's like him and then other people and everything they say on the internet. It's gonna get uglier before it gets better. And I mean, we got, 3 more years till a presidential election, so that shit's not going to be changing. So hopefully just something else happens. Like, we need an event that unifies people. That's why I jokingly said aliens or
it's
like
gonna be
Atlantean
aliens.
people.
It's going to be fucking aliens.
Look, at subterranean people from the middle of the planet could come up and be like, oh, no, we have a new enemy.
There was a video
I
about
don't think that'll work.
There was a video about you.
The chuds could come after us. The aliens could come after us. And somehow they would be politically aligned with the other side somehow. And I don't think we would be able to get united for that. And then Nick can tell us about the UFO, and I will go back to it. But I had to save my piece and make my lame-ass joke. And, you know, if you want some more lame-ass content, here's Nick.
Yeah. There was the video of, what is it, a drone firing a Hellfire missile at a UFO and just bouncing off of it.
Oh, shit.
Which is what I would expect to happen. If you can travel light years across the galaxy, I would hope the fuck you have shields that could defend our missiles.
Yeah, because I watched the video several times. I'm just like, oh, this is interesting. Because the Hellfire missile should have obliterated it, and it just like dings off and goes off the other side.
But it's got a shield, and what we need is a scientist to get really drunk and a hip hop artist to punch an alien in the face and say, "Welcome to Earth." Smoke a cigar, and then fly a spaceship into their thing, upload a virus, and then we can blow them up.
You forgot where we have to have Harry Connick Jr. sacrifice himself first. Then everything you said is accurate and can happen. That is the crux of that movie.
The uploading the virus thing always gets me. I'm just like, how do you know what code the aliens use?
To be fair, deleted scenes was that we got all of our technology from them. They just didn't.
Okay.
So don't get me wrong. I am not going to defend Roman Emmerich that much, but that is a deleted scene. So that's why it's so jarring.
Can I go out on a limb here and say that guy from Ancient Aliens? Shut up. Watching that deleted scene, and that is like his bait material. He's like, see, it came from the aliens. We got the material from the aliens. It was the aliens. And it's like, dude, shut up.
We should all be that guy for Halloween.
I
want to meet that guy so bad.
There is actually, I think it's Alternate History Hub on YouTube. It was at least a couple years ago at this point. He did an entire video on the history of the world as told by Ancient Aliens. He watched every single episode from every season of Ancient Aliens, and he put together like an hour and a half long video, the history of the world according to Ancient Aliens. It is incredible. I recommend everybody, after our show, go watch that video.
After our show, watch our video we just dropped, then watch that one.
Yes.
That's hilarious.
So, Darian, thank you very much We are all about unity here on WCBS. Anything else you guys want to say about Darian Super Chat before we read our other two that rolled in, and then we get into some more show topics?
No,
Yeah,
there
one more
are
thing
very
about-
few times in our history where shutting the fuck up and looking and listening have been more important. This is one of those times. Let's chit chat. Let's all sit around and look around and pay attention.
Yeah. And as relates to what happened yesterday, I'm not saying it was aliens, but it was aliens.
Yeah. I wish I just didn't see the video like 10 times. It's not fun.
Escape it. That's how I found out it happened, because work ended. I had like 30 minutes to kill before football practice, and it was like doom scrolling on Facebook, and the reels popped up, and it's like crazy events at the Charlie Kirk show, and I click on it. And I'm like, oh God, I didn't want to see that. And then I see the headlines popping up. I'm like, oh shit. Okay,
Yeah.
now the world's about to get crazy. I got to go get some kids ready for our rivalry game on Tuesday.
Yeah, I saw the video too. I also saw the video of the aftermath as well, and it was just gruesome. It was terrible.
Yeah, it's I don't know, like I can watch a movie where people get shredded, turned into jelly, anything. It doesn't bother me, but I don't want to see real life shit. That's what I'm just like, I'm good.
Yeah, because I mean, like, you know, with the movies, we know it's like Cara syrup and angles and lighting and like, you know, a fake foam body and shit like that. We know what it is. But when it's somebody like that, and like, you know, you see it for real life, it's incredibly different, and it's just, you know, it's awful.
Yeah, we got tagged, or somebody messaged us on Twitter, and I was like, who's Charlie Kirk? And then, like, I guess I paid attention to the story after he had died, and I was like, oh, that's terrible. That's the guy we got somebody messaged us on Facebook about, or Twitter about. And then I looked into him, like, oh, the guy from South Park they made fun of. Okay. Like I said, folks, while I find it terrible what happened, I had literally never heard of this guy until South Park, 3 weeks ago? So, we will not be making political videos because it's
We're
just
not that
our
channel.
brand. Yeah, we're not that channel. Like, do you really want to hear the four of us go on about how you should vote or what you should do or think? Nah. Now you can come here and tell us how you feel, and we'll happily have a conversation with you. We want that, but look at what happens when all these other channels get political. Do you like it? Are you listening to them rant about politics? No.
And then they all start magically sounding the same. Oh, that's weird.
It's like each side has their own playbook, and it's like a big football game that nobody wins. Everybody just loses more and more slowly.
Well, I guess we have to live life in this part of the spectrum, right? Normalcy, I guess. Sorry, folks. Sorry for being boring. We're not going to berate you with
help with your math homework. I can maybe try out.
Yeah, Kendall will try and tutor you.
Yeah,
you want me to
I
belittle
do
your
know.
art teacher, I will.
Yeah, there you go. So there you go. Jeff mentioned earlier about we don't give financial advice, political advice, except for, Reagan in a landslide, vote for Pedro. But we do have some expertises. Jeff can talk to you about art. Nick can talk to you about movies and electronics and gizmos and things like that.
Oh, you know about Gremlins?
Yeah, I do.
I can help you with your schoolwork, unless it's language arts. I hate English class.
I can help you there.
There you go. I can write great. I just cannot tell you what a hanging participle is. I couldn't fucking care less.
Me neither.
I just know how to write college papers and do well with it. And Dion can talk to you about
Exactly.
401ks and security detail.
Yeah. Dion's actually he's working on a video right now about how he would have laid out JFK's security back in 1963.
Oh my God.
That'll be ready for this November here on the channel.
My family always joke about, oh, well, you really are like the TV dad, blah, 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 blah. And I'm always like, you guys are silly, da, 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 da. And then I get on here with you three assholes. And not only do you wait to list me last, but you literally make me sound like somebody's fucking dad in a TV show. 401ks? I don't talk about 401ks.
You are always wagering your 401k.
Dad. It's like, oh, yeah. He works at blah, 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 doing security. Like, who the hell am I? Like, boring?
You're Carl Winslow. You're the Carl Winslow of Michigan.
Chat, is that how y'all feel about me too? Am I just like
You go to work every day. You watch your security cameras. You twirl your keys. You have
twirl
your
your
donut and your coffee. You make sure the shit runs right. Nobody breaks into the company. And then you go home and you're a parent and a brother and a wife, a husband.
I'm the most dangerous I've ever been. I'm interesting. I do interesting shit.
He's a wife.
Yeah, I misspoke on that one, but I don't judge what he's got going on.
Did you though?
Nah, man, I'm dangerous, Iceman. I'm a wild card. I don't know what I'm gonna do from one day to the next. You know what they call me? They call me.
I know what you're gonna do.
You have a 9 to 5 deal. We know what you're doing every fucking day.
Yes, we know exactly what you're doing every day.
I'm like Han Solo.
You go to work. You come
Frozen.
home, you drink bourbon. You drink two-hearted ale. You watch sports. I can tell you exactly what you're going to be doing on Saturday. You're going to get up. You're going to watch football or go to football. You're going to drink. You're going to watch the fight later in the evening on Netflix.
You just happen to. We've talked about it. That's not because I'm predictable.
That's what Dion's doing next weekend too.
That's what he's doing on Sunday. Sunday morning, he's going to get up. They're going to have a big hearty breakfast. They probably
I
going to
was
go
actually
out for
thinking
that
about
breakfast.
going and getting in a bar fight.
You send all the Snapchats of you in bars, but I'm like, I know what you are like in the bar. You're just chilling there, having your own drink, watching the younger people make a fool of themselves.
I'm dangerous.
Dude,
I'm not.
The only thing wild card
Yeah,
you've ever done was in
401k,
New Orleans when you went out intoxicated at like 4:00 in the morning to a Waffle House.
Right. Yeah, that happened. That was real. That was real.
Yeah, but that was
one instance.
Yeah, that was one instance.
Out of like
No,
8 years
they're
of knowing
covered up
you.
for at least 5 or 6 instances. I do that all the time because I'm dangerous. I'm more dangerous than I've ever been.
You are dangerous to a bottle of bourbon in a 12-pack.
Where are my goddamn notes? I need to write that down.
He can't even deny that shit. He can't even deny that shit.
Yeah, that was a good one. That was a good one.
Folks, you came here for some levity and some feel-good moments in these trying times, and we just gave them to you. So you can gladly send us more money.
So Kendo can burn
Also,
Dion
see,
even
you
more.
dangerous shit because I'm a wild card. I'm a rebel.
Yeah.
A loner?
Make sure, make sure you
Instead of
send us,
Oberon, he might buy something else and rebel.
make sure you send us all the money for Dion's bail.
Hey. I've been drinking a lot of Yingling too because it's available up here. That
Because
adds
you're a
to
rebel.
my toolkit
You're
of
unpredictable.
dangerousness.
Nick and I got into the Modelo life over Dragon Con, Dion.
We did.
It's
We
a good life.
Yeah,
Damn right.
Yeah.
Delicious too.
it is.
We're not
it is.
sponsored by
I've-
Modelo, but maybe
I've-
one day.
Yeah, because like I refuse to drink anything else anymore because they're all really kind of shit. But like Modelo now. Modelo's nice.
It tastes better than Miller Lite and Bud Light and PBR for sure.
Mm-hmm.
It's good beer.
I actually do still like PBR.
I do too.
That's because you're that's because you're a hipster at heart. Okay, that's fucking why. You also
No,
like
that's
IPAs. and
Not
shit.
at all that. Okay, I'll give him that.
I like
is a
IPA.
beer hipster.
Oh,
Blue collar. We be working on the streets of Chicago and Detroit and St. Louis and in Memphis. We was working people.
You
drinking
sit behind a
PBR.
desk and watch 12 security cameras. Calm down.
That's
Our
a lot.
fathers had button-up shirts and they drank
Nick,
PBR.
Batman doesn't watch 12 screens at once.
That's right. That's right. That's
Just
a
saying.
skill. And
Batman
what
has
does
9 screens.
Batman know about access control. You gotta have a written procedure. That's what makes it dangerous. It's recorded. So
You have a written procedure. You have a
I have multiple
binder.
that I've written myself too.
Alfred has the written procedures. He just keeps them in his jacket pocket. at
Dion
all
has a
times.
binder
Mr.
for like
Wayne,
every situation in case it goes down.
It's color coded.
We're in the 21st century. It's in the cloud. Okay, we
It's
have
in the-
this
I'm
all
sorry, it's in the cloud. It's in the
electronically
cloud.
saved.
It's in the
Papers of the
cloud.
past. That's how you get in trouble in security. Something happens, it's ruined. Electronic lasts forever.
Yeah.
Hey, hold on.
until-
I got a
until-
magnet right here, Dion. Let me just run it over your hard drive, and there's forever gone away. Could
Until-
erase it.
To be fair,
I'll just
to
put
be
it on
fair,
another computer, and we have VDIs, so technically I can get to my security system from anywhere. I'm
Hey,
dangerous.
Dion, what happens when a company puts so much stock into their online security? You get PlayStation Network, and it went down.
Right, but I didn't work at Sony. So if it was
But
me,
somebody's dad worked at Nintendo, right?
yes, he did.
I never worked for Nintendo.
I love how we have a bigger audience than usual, and we're still making jokes for an audience of one. That was for you. Folks, hit that thumbs up button.
So what Dion's saying is that if he worked at PlayStation, they wouldn't have gotten hacked.
I didn't say that specifically. I was just saying it would have. I didn't say that.
It would have taken
if
more
Dion
steps.
worked at
You would have
PlayStation-
at least checked the link and been like, all right, this is not Russian bots.
Listen,
He's like, this is a TXT file. Why are we putting all our goddamn security in the TXT file? Who wrote this shit?
Yeah, why is it executable? What the fuck is this?
yo, listen. When I'm about to get a job in security with another company, but my company might just keep me. You know what I'm saying? Because your boy be doing all that new stuff, and because I'm dangerous, next few years are going to be very big for me.
Is MI6 getting ready to call you? Is that what you're trying to tell us? Like, I know I love James Bond, but are you going to go work for the British government? That's
Not MI6, but maybe like
MI5,
Target, which is almost the same.
Yeah,
Well,
I mean, Target's everywhere in this country and nowhere else in the world. So yeah, just like MI6.
I'm just saying it's equally as good, or the leaders in any other given non-exciting industry.
Target, I guarantee you, Target would pay you better than MI6. Nobody realizes James Bond works for a government pension.
Yep. And Target does not.
Listen.
get
He gets to keep all the cash he makes in the casino. Okay.
That's true. He walks out with like 10 grand, 20 grand, 100 grand. You know what would have been cool is if he would have been able to somehow siphon the money from Casino Royale. And it's like, yeah, now I'm a millionaire and I still work for the government. Suck a dick. Like, I'd watch that
Speaking
game.
of casinos, the security in casinos is insane. Which I would love if there are any casinos. I'm your guy. You need top flight.
All right,
Yeah,
let's just all move to Vegas.
There's a Native
There's an
American
awful lot
one.
of casinos out
Yeah.
here.
There's a Native American one in North Carolina called Harrah's. You should go check that one out.
Listen,
Or you could
I'll
just
make
work at the Hard Rock down here. I would
would be
shit
awful.
I would die if
that-
Dion got a job working at the Hard Rock down here. It's like Dion and I in the same city again.
Dude,
This
Hard
job's not gonna
Rock,
get any-
Jack, I would, if that shit were to open up, I'd be like, oh shit, I love Cincinnati. Hey, Jeff.
Hey, there's also Belterra Park Gaming. There's a lot of security. There's a lot of casinos around me.
Well, we know that there are a
Cincinnati's
couple
opened itself
government
up.
buildings downtown that might, need some step up in their security. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, there's nothing at the one. It's just like you walk through a metal detector and this old guy goes, "You're good." That's it. I got a friend who was getting an award downtown, and I went to a ceremony, and they're like, "You're good," and that's it. That was it. So thank you, City Hall.
Top-notch security, ladies and gentlemen. That's what that is.
Hey, that goes a long way. I'm just saying.
It does. Shit happens in Cincinnati. It's just really lame and boring. Like, kind of racial riots. Whatever.
I like what Clone Geek said. Dion is the bad boy of security.
No, Dion is like Bernie Mac and Bad Santa when I think of security. When I think of security, I think of that. Dion walking around, telling kids to pull their pants up, getting them for stealing Xbox games, shit like that. Cussing out midgets.
Yeah.
I would pay to watch that. I would.
I
pay to
wish I was
fucking
that
watch.
cool.
I would pay.
I
to
wish
fucking
I
watch
was
that.
Bernie Mac in Bad Santa cool. That would be awesome.
Just Dion angry every day at the mall people. It's like, all right, kids, slow down.
So
in reality-
no shit. I literally just told Hillary this story and played her the video because I can get it on my phone because I got cameras that have apps that I can pull up. But again, I'm dangerous. I'm dangerous. I yell at a bunch of like kids and like homeless people that were fighting outside of our building while another employee was calling the cops, and they just left. And then the employee goes, "I don't know if you heard that yelling, but that's the security guy." And the cop showed up and was like, "Oh, you already did something?" I was like, "Yeah." And we're cool. All right, well, later. And they just left. So I just
I like
yelled
to.
at them, and they were fighting, and I was just like, "Hey, you're setting off alarms! Get the hell out of here! Before I got called cops."
He had to use his fucking dad voice to break up the.
Was it
I like
kids
to-
and homeless people fighting, or was it kids fighting and homeless people fighting? Like,
Well, so some of them were clearly
was
really
there some
young,
like bum fight shit
teenagers.
going on? I'm curious.
Some dudes were probably the homeless dudes that hang out near our park, all that good stuff, and they was fighting. They had been talking shit earlier in the day, because hey, we were short-handed. Your boy be doing patrols and stuff because hey, the job's gotta get done. You come to Papa Green, and I heard them earlier, and I was like, oh shit, those dudes are maybe getting into a fight at the park. Let's go another direction. Cool, and then they went to the river trail, and someone called because I wanted to call security because there's a fight, and I go out there, it's the same people, and I knew that they had recognized me when they looked up to see who was just yelling because I was like in the parking structure, they're on the river trail, and it's just me yelling at them from an elevated position. I knew they recognized me, and it was like some homeless dudes and this kid, and the dude was beating up this older guy, and the guy was on the ground. I was like, hey. And they broke it up, and then that was a win. That's a W. That's a win.
Wouldn't it have been more exciting for you to go out there? Yeah, you should have got out there with your flashlight and your keys and be like, "Hey,
no, I'm not getting close. I'm trying to get close.
Shine your flashlight at him, spin your keys, and be like, get the hell out of here."
Listen, wherever there are two bums fighting over a chicken wing, Dion will be there
to officiate.
Yeah,
just get it on.
He'll be there, and what capacity? I don't know. He'll just be there.
That's how Dion ends up losing his job. He becomes like the Mills Lane of fucking bum fights. And he's out there. He's like, "All right, I want a good clean fight. This is a fresh chicken wing. It is a hell of a prize. Now, let's go. Touch gloves. Keep it clean."
What a reference! Holy shit!
Come out fight. And he's like, "Let's get it on."
This dude is not only giving, a close family friend guff on the internet. He did a bum fights reference. You fucking millennial. That was a great reference. So, I heard that shit.
We should do a commentary for bum fights on Patreon.
Dude,
we should.
Okay.
I'm in.
But we'll treat it like a wrestling commentary.
So like we can MXC bum fights is what you're saying.
Yes, and we all have to take a wrestling persona. So like I think you got to be like Jesse Ventura Kendo or something like that. Dion could be Jim Ross. I'll be Gorilla Monsoon. No, you're the Brain. Kendo, you're Bobby the Brain Heenan. There you go.
Yes, Kendo's definitely Bobby. 100%.
And Nick, you're Vince McMahon. What a maneuver! That's all you got to do is scream, what a maneuver!
And talk about their pecs.
Yeah.
Okay,
such good shit.
Or Nick could be Taz. Nick could be Taz.
Oh, where he just randomly talks about crazy shit for no reason that makes him has no connection. That would be Nick perfectly. Yeah, you're right.
So basically, I would just be Kanye West. Okay, gotcha.
Ruby.
Yeah.
I don't even know what's going on right now. We got a kid singing a song. We got Dion singing a song.
He was singing the Jolly Bee song earlier.
That was Taz, man.
There he is. He's doing it again. Nobody wants to hear you sing the Jolly Bee song.
Adrenaline. I was hoping he'd sing that song next.
I don't think he knows the Cody Rhodes song.
Don't teach him.
But, he is interracial, so clearly I took, note from Cody Rhodes to help solve racism. Just like
if it wasn't for Cody and Brandy Rhodes, I wouldn't exist.
Cody Rhodes on the same level.
Yeah. It's like Cody Rhodes is here. I'm slightly above him because I don't have the neck tattoo, and my dad wasn't a plumber. No, it's right. Grandfather was a plumber, but we got that in common. Other than that, my wife's just not as dark as his.
Nor is mine.
Cody Raheem Rhodes.
Welcome to the barbecue, pal.
Oh my god.
Let's check in because our audience is sending in some love, and we don't want to keep you guys waiting. And I'm going to read this out of order. Don't worry, Shrubbles08, we're going to use your button to transition. But Xavier to God says, Charlie Kirk wrote a book on college being a scam. Thoughts? I didn't think college was a scam. It was expensive, but it was worthwhile for me, and I'm sure... I don't know. I wouldn't have this show if I didn't go to college and meet Dion, so... It was worthwhile for me. And yes, I have a degree, so that matters too.
I don't know. I think after you guys, like, college just seems to be more like it's one of those things. If you're going to become a lawyer, a doctor, or some sort of engineer or something like that, then you need college. Other than that, you can probably take a class or get a certification. Be fine, really. So. Especially people who are doing arts don't need to go to fucking college. You need to go to art for.
No, you don't need to go to art school at all.
No.
Like, with what I've accomplished, I've taken, like, high school art was the last time I took an art. Oh, I take that back. I took an elective at college, and you know what they taught us to do? Bullshit. I could write papers, or I could write a book on how stupid and pointless college art class is. It's like, yeah, you got to do figure drawing, but once it was a good-looking lady, and the other times it was dudes. Like, you really don't want to talk about taking these art classes. It's like, oh, great, guy with a beer gut. Oh, great, whatever. Like,
Jeff's drawn dongs all day. Gotcha.
not today. Actually, not in our books. Not ever.
Thank God. Thank God.
Dong free since '93 is the mantra for the books. In 1992, maybe could have happened.
The crux of his argument, though, about college being a scam, he was essentially saying that going to college because you have to get menial jobs is a bit of a scam. It's like not everybody has to go to college. Stop it. Not everybody has to go to college to get jobs and things like that. You can advance. But he was also talking about like a lot of undergrad degrees aren't special. Like you're supposed to be specializing in something, but for like 2 years you got to take all those stupid gen ed classes that are like pointless as shit. So that I think that's what he was really talking about, and that I agree with. As somebody that's had many years of college and has multiple degrees, the first 2.5, almost 3 years, I like learned nothing about what I got my degree in, because it was all like, you got to take a fine art, and you got to take this, and you got to take this, and you got to take this. And it's like, I don't need, public speaking and English 5 to be a science teacher. Let's just pump the brakes here or there.
Yeah, I mean, can you draw random equations on a board and tell the kids to solve it? Of course, that's all you need. That's all you need.
Yeah. Good Will Hunting taught me everything I need to know about being a math teacher.
Yeah, like today I was able to show them how to do force diagrams and explain friction and shit like that. So I did not need composition 4 for that one, or drama class or public speaking, because I can already speak in public good enough by the time I got to college.
We used to take this stupid class at Michigan State. It was like ISS whatever, and it was just like, they were all like random bullshit classes. Like, I took ISS 220. I took ISS whatever. And I just remember taking a lot of those classes and going, this is $1,000 a credit hour. What the fuck? But, it is what it is.
When I did my master's, that was the most worth it, and that was the most fun I had in college, because I was literally taking classes that had everything to do with what I was fucking getting a degree in, and everything that had to do with my specialization in education. Like, every class had something to do with that. There was like no dumb shenanigan stuff. It was like how to incorporate technology in the classroom, how to, incorporate this, how to do this, how to do this, how to formative assessments, project-based learning. I'm like, this is the shit that I need to know, because that's what I'm doing. Now, I don't need intro to butt fuckery, because whatever. Because
Nick does, though, for his line of work.
Yes, he does. He would definitely need that. But in terms of college not being a scam, film school is never a scam, and Nick will die on that hill of how important film school is.
Oh, go fuck yourself. Film school. I've met so many film school fucks over the last 10 years being in Atlanta. The level of like privilege, like, oh, I went to film school, I studied this, and I'm going to be a direct haw. It's like, go fuck yourself, man. Really, go fuck.
It's like, no, you watched One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest and faded Nurse Ratched. Shut up.
God, you get in all honesty, you can probably listen to the commentary of One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest and learn everything you needed to know about in film school, and it's going to be way the fuck cheaper and shorter.
You really can. Like, I know he's no one's favorite because of He-Man, but like Kevin Smith dropped out of film school and made Clerks instead of his college thesis, and look how it turned out for him. So, folks, make your own art, do your own shit. I liked college because I like to learn, but like we had joked on the show about 2 weeks ago, the great regret is I'm not a lawyer. I just didn't have money to go to school for like 4 more years. So
I didn't have the patience for it, and then I ended up going into grad school anyway.
If some benefactor like Bruce Wayne wants to send me to college to go to law school at 36, I'll go. I'll document it here on the channel. We'll treat it like fucking Rocky montages. It's just me studying. I'll drink a raw egg. I'll puke. I'll go back to studying. I'll come up to Dion and be like, Dion, let me tell you why this country is fucked. And I'll give you all these legal reasons why. And you'll be like, who have you become? Our lawyer. I've become our lawyer. I won't say his name on air. But A name I love to say on air, Darian217. Thank you very much for your generous super chat. Darian says, the Sony network was hacked when hackers used the same bug exploit method to break through 3 firewalls in a row that were not patched up to date and defend against the exploit. Stormtrooper stairs button, please.
Dude, that is fucking hilarious. Oh, and I don't know. Dion can talk about the actual computer security about things like that. I'm sure you know that companies probably won't upgrade until something happens, then they'll upgrade.
The conversation we were having a couple of weeks ago, man, a lot of time. Now, I'm not IT security. I'm strictly physical security, but obviously in terms of, we're talking about education, when, you get to certain levels of things there, you have to be able to communicate with people in a different environment. Obviously, in this case, that environment is IT, which is a whole other language, but the marriage of security and IT, welcome to the future, baby. And again, it is in that field. They all know, it's not a matter of if it's when. And there are a lot of institutions that have very bad IT security. And Sony being one of them 10 years ago is hilarious. And obviously people who are in certain industries know that, there was, it was also a long time ago, but there have been governments that have been hacked because they had very bad IT security. So it is. People would be surprised. One joke that I always hear about is, oh man, the majority of our financial institutions still just use Excel spreadsheets. So
there's
Thanks, Y2K.
there's one joke I hear. I've heard it from some people who work in IT. They apparently they run tests for employees where they'll send out a fake email, and if you click the link, you then have to go to a 3-hour seminar on not to click the link.
Luckily for us, it's not a 3-hour seminar, but you have to retake like an online class thing, and you have to go click through it, and it can take about an hour to do if you have to watch all the videos. But they do that at our company all the time. We just did, even for us, we just had a penetration test, a physical security penetration test.
How did that go?
Luckily it went very well. It went very well for us, but people, that's why I tell people, that's why I laugh when I say shit like that's that internet shit, right? Like in the real world, people who don't do periodic tests, stuff like that, aren't worth their salt. Because in the real world, that doesn't live on the internet. People are aware of this shit. And if there's a company that does insert thing here and they have access to a lot of information, if they haven't had an instance where they have to test their employees on not clicking phishing links, because a lot of people are, like Jeff said earlier, believe everything they see on the internet, then that's not a company that you should be doing business with.
Yeah, well, I'm sure a lot of those companies could be taken out with a $125 flipper zero, and some kid who knows how to use it.
It is crazy. But
by the way, the Flipper Zero is a device looks like a key fob, and it's $125, and it runs like 20 different things. It'll copy an RFID tag. It'll spoof Bluetooth. It'll shut down Bluetooth. It'll even shut down some iPhones in a 50 foot radius. It'll do a lot of fun shit if you know what you're doing. Very dangerous as well.
All right, Mr. Robot, calm down.
I'm sorry, I know these things.
Speaking of knowing things, Darian, I got something you might want to know since you brought up the Sony hack. Let me tell you a little story about Dion during the Sony hack. So Dion was my PlayStation 3 friend. I had a PS3, but I didn't really use it that much. I was an Xbox kid, but Dion was Mr. PlayStation 3. He was gifted a Sony PlayStation 3 by somebody who was pretty cool, and he treated it with the utmost respect. And there was this game he was so excited for. It's called DC Universe Online. And Dion was like me. He counted down the days for big game releases. He was pumped. He's like, I'm going to play this. I'm going to do that. And I'll never forget. We were living together. Dion was so excited for that game. He downloaded it. It took a while to to boot up and everything. And then it didn't work. And then it didn't work. And then it didn't work. And then somebody looked up online that the PlayStation Network had been hacked and was down for weeks. And I don't know if you ever played that fucking game, but you bought it on day one. Okay.
I did end up playing it. It wasn't what I thought it was going to be, but yes, that is also my memory of DC Online, was finding out that Sony had been hacked.
You're just like, what the? I'll never forget. You like the whole thing was loading up. I remember the loading screen. It had DC in the bottom left-hand corner. It was like a black and white picture of a city, and you're like, what the fuck? And you just screamed at your TV.
They didn't originally tell everybody that you had to be online to play that game. And and going back to the security thing, right? Like, you have to realize, in the real world, people wait for large crowds, and now we live in a world where large crowds means online too. And very clearly, those assholes waited until this game came out, and I watched the trailer. It's just so funny. That is 100% my memory of DC Online. Is me just screaming at my TV, dude. I was so fucking mad, dude.
I couldn't stop laughing, but
damn it, Sony.
It wasn't anything serious. But here's a button that you requested that's not serious, but it's seriously funny.
Yep. Surprisingly, not a lot of stormtroopers at Dragon Con.
Really? Nick, on top of that too, not a lot of like MCU, like Marvel representation. It was mostly there were Marvel characters, don't get me wrong, but like it dropped from the year before, and it was mostly anime. Star Wars took a back seat. It was clear that people are reverting back to like what they grew up with or what's important, because like older dudes were dressed up like original trilogy characters. Mm-hmm. Then you had even older guys who were dressed up like Qui-Gon. Like a lot of Star Wars fans dress up for type. It's like you're an old guy with a white beard, Obi-Wan Kenobi. You're my height, Darth Vader.
A lot of
Chewbacca.
Star Trek uniforms, like Next Generation and things like that. A lot of that. Yeah.
Well, it's very interesting.
Yeah, I'm cool with Star Trek. One year we should all go as the original cast, except we don't have an Uhura. Yeah, sorry, Dion. I'm not gonna put you in a skirt.
Thank you.
I'll be Sulu, and we'll get the same people that helped Sean Connery look Japanese to get me, made up.
I'll dig him up from the grave.
I want that.
Thank you, Darian 2 and 7. Shrubbles08 says, I'll take another one and a new Buffalo Jeff button, please. Sure thing. And then we will get back on track for tonight's show. Hopefully you guys are enjoying it as much as we are. We have a much larger audience than we did the previous week, so I guess things are moving in the right direction for us. So thank you guys for making that possible. Hit that thumbs up button if you want more. And also, too, this is an interactive show, so if you have stuff you want us to talk about or cover, you know how to contact us. And if you need to shoot us an email for anything, that's info@worldclassbullshitters.com. I know some of our listeners need to reach out about certain things. I think Susan in the chat asked something last week, so it's info@worldclassbullshitters.com, and we will get back to you as soon as we can. But now, here are some of your new buttons right here.
Who's that Pokemon? It's
me, your old pal Buffalo Jeff.
It's almost October, which means it's Buffalo Jeff season. But anyway,
much
brother, here's
like
Wonderwall.
I got to deal with that asshole.
Yeah, he'll be back this year, Dion. Following you everywhere.
Another one. Another one. Another one. Another one. Another one.
I don't think you could take any more. But thank you, Shribbles08. I would love a count. How many times that guy has bit the big one here on the channel? He's got to have died like 1,000 times at this point.
Easily 1,000 times. We'll just reset the counter at 1,250.
All right.
Go from there. We'll treat it like Goldberg's streak. Every week, the number just gets larger and more grandiose.
He's now 77-0.
Yeah. Last week on Nitro, he was only 12-0. What the hell happened?
Oh, sorry, I don't even know about Goldberg's streak, but I'm no Goldberg fan.
Well, WCW overinflated the numbers on his, like, it was literally shit like that. Like, you'd be watching, because I remember when Goldberg debuted, big old jacked up fucking, dude, and he won a squash, and then next week he came back, and then after a couple weeks, it's like, this man is undefeated, he's 25-0 in WCW, and then, like, within a month, he was up to like 110-0, and it's like, he's only been on TV 4 times in this month. What the hell has happened? And it's like Hulk Hogan math with being able to work 400 something days because of traveling over the international dateline shit. It's like I guess they figured every time they showed highlights of Goldberg, that counted as like him winning a match or some shit, because he went from like 25-0 to like 50-0 in like 2 weeks, and then he had like 100-0, and then with the match before he lost, after he'd only been in the company like 6 months, he was like 173-0 before he got cattle prodded. It was like, it's just something. If you ever get bored and you want to go down a rabbit hole, just look up Goldberg streak, numbers thing, and you'll see how it like exponentially went up each week. Like, he was somehow wrestling like 20 matches a week.
Back when you could use kayfabe and the power of house shows to convince people that anything was possible in wrestling.
Well, Jeff, like the WWF always told us, anything can happen on a house show.
Dude, anything can happen now that WrestleMania is going to Saudi Arabia.
Oh, fuck. I heard that
shit.
Yeah. I heard that shit.
Sweet Saudi Mania, baby.
I don't like...
Sand, and sun.
Yeah, I'm glad WrestleMania shit the bed before that one, because I wasn't going to go. That's a part
come
of
on, man. Don't you want to go to Saudi Arabia where there's no alcohol and it's just 120 degrees in the shade?
You don't want to hang out in Riyadh?
No, I would gladly stay at home instead of going to the Middle East. No offense.
Come on, man.
People,
it's awesome, because if you steal something, they'll just cut your hands off. It's great.
Yeah, the Code of Hammurabi is still very much in effect, and as I've learned over conversations I had last night with somebody I live with, she's a big fan of that whole eye for eye thing. I'm like, I don't know if we can really live in a civilized society. But then I remember she's from a developing country, and they have this. They elected the son of the dictator to be president. So
I'm from Cincinnati. We don't have the Code of Hammurabi, but we have the Code of Harambe, and that's a whole different code to live by here in town. So,
dude, everybody should live by the Code of Harambe, up to the point where you get shot for saving a child. That part was tragic. Really, they should have shot the parent.
What they say around here, if Harambe didn't die, 9/11 wouldn't have happened. The logic tracks if you don't think about it. So let's just go with it.
That is a very Cincinnati thing to say. Or no, I think that's a very Ohio thing to say.
Yes.
It's just
that's
Cincinnati.
So Ohio.
Just throw the whole state under the bus there.
No. You got to say it's a Cincinnati.
Ohio education, baby. It's a motherfucker.
No, you want to say Cincinnati again because the public school system is absolute dog shit here. But I'll save that for another rant. Long story short, if you're from Cincinnati, you live in part of northern Kentucky or part of Indiana. It's just how we are. So we got a little bit of everything here. But all I wanted to say, though, is like this wrestling, the prices have gotten so hilariously bad. And I'm actually angry at wrestling.
What is the price at Saudi SummerSlam?
We don't know
shekels.
Yet.
Lots of shekels.
Like so
whatever the hell they use.
We don't know. They use bars of gold. Kendo, Jesus.
Get it right. They use oil and machetes.
They use cougarangs. Dang, guys.
Cougarangs.
What is this?
All right,
South Africa?
They spell.
Hold on.
How many kangaroos are in a dollar?
Wait, hold on. The currency is old white women. Why is it that?
Oh shit, we gotta go to WrestleMania.
How much do you think that Phillies Karen goes for in Saudi Arabia right now? Could I get a WrestleMania ticket for her?
I don't know, $350.
I would buy the WrestleMania ticket to send her there.
For the one I got, we at least got a one-way ticket.
Yeah, I would, like I said, we should do that. You know what? Honestly, if we could figure out who that woman is, we will do a fundraiser on this channel to buy her a ticket to Saudi Arabia.
I'm pretty sure people on Reddit have already figured out who she is.
They've misidentified numerous people, which either A, that's a bad thing, or B, maybe they're just like that, and they all seem to look alike, which seems odd.
It's
like
the fucking haircut.
It's the official uniform of the Karen, the big plastic rimmed glasses and the weird haircut that it's like they want to be Jennifer Aniston from Friends, but they realize their hair wasn't that long.
No, they want to be Jennifer Aniston for Friends, but they look like Ellen DeGeneres instead.
Oh, that's even worse. But
That's
yeah,
not even like
so
Caitlin Anderson on Wish. It's just a disappointment all around.
I would send her there. I mean, anybody that's demands the steal as an adult, folks. Can I just have a moment here? As an adult, and I'm saying this as a lifelong baseball fan that's been to many baseball games. As a kid, I'd take my glove, always hoping to catch a ball. Never did, but I did find a couple because we went to batting practice early. They got launched in the seats and they landed, and I was able to get. But here's one thing you don't do. As an adult, you don't take a glove to a game because that's just stupid. Use your bare hands and be a fucking man. And two, give the ball to a fucking kid. If you're sitting out there in the Chief seats and you're by yourself and the ball comes to you and get it, yeah, hold that sumbitch up. There you go. Nobody's there. Nobody cares. But if I go, which previous to my, fornications and procreations, if I go and get the ball, I'm giving it to my kid. If I would have went as an adult to a game and caught a ball, I'm giving it to a kid. You know why? It means more to them. As an adult, I don't need to catch a ball. What is with these people? What is the deal? But yeah, it's like
if it's a record-breaking ball.
The fucking no, it wasn't. The fucking gall on this bitch. And I will say this about any adult. Any fucking adult that goes to a baseball game and either steals a ball from a kid or tries to go after a ball in a scramble and somebody else gets it and walks over and hands it to a child. He was there on his birthday. He was 10. That's beside the point because it could be any other fucking day of the week. To go over and demand that, I saw it first or I touched it first. One, bitch, you ain't never been in a fucking fumble pile. I can tell. You've never had a ball on the ground where it doesn't matter who touched the ball first. It's who comes out on the fucking of the pile and the ref points that direction. Different sport. But it's it's a kid's ball. What is wrong with you? You are taking away a moment this child can cherish forever with his father that he got a ball at a game because you're going to be a cunt. And I don't care if Susan is dead and her ghost is haunting us. I'll say that word about this bitch because she deserves it.
I do love how like everybody's gotten like the kid's day got better because everybody went above and beyond to make sure that he had like,
everybody. The Marlins organization sent him down a gift bag full of fucking swag, like autographed jersey, probably a Marlins jersey of a player that nobody gives a fuck about because Jazz Chisholm was the only thing they had, and he went to the Yankees, but. He got autographed jersey. He got balls. He got a bat. He got all sorts of cool shit. And she got a ball that and some fucking infamous notoriety that has got her hunted on the internet. And unfortunately, a few innocent people.
She's never leaving the nursing home again. Okay, it's not going to happen.
Yeah, she should definitely not be allowed out without fucking some kind of supervision.
Yeah,
you know what? Not allowed out.
Again, fucking Philly sports fans.
Yeah.
They just continue to remind us they are the worst. Don't get me wrong, it's hilarious. And yeah, again, unless it's a record-breaking ball, give it to a kid. What's wrong with you? But it ain't just baseball fans too. Tennis fans been acting crazy as shit too. You know, and that ties back into the crowd the WWE wants, but whatever. But again, Philly sports fans. Are there good ones? Of course there are good ones. But even you Philly sports fans have to start admitting, damn, it's weird that it's always us doing this shit.
And throw batteries at Santa Claus.
There is an article that I wish I would have sent over to at least Dion. It was a Phillies beat writer, and he wrote, I'm paraphrasing, but essentially the headline was, "This is why everybody fucking hates us." And it's because we always do this shit. It's always a Philly, always somebody in an Eagle shirt, a Flyer shirt, or a Philly shirt doing some kind of shit like this that makes the news.
Yep. Last year, the football fan at the beginning, after the season opener, you know, it was the Packers and the Eagles, and the dude's talking shit to this dude and his girlfriend. He was an Eagles fan.
All right. Oh wow, shocker.
You know what I mean? Like exactly. Like they just keep doing this shit. So to see this news break, and of course she's wearing a Phillies jersey. I was like, say no more.
She has been dubbed, and you can find her. She is known as the Phillies Karen.
That's what I
And
Googled.
it is 100% apt, and it's gotten to the point where the Phillies organization has even come out and said, "People, please stop trying to figure out who this woman is because too many innocent ladies are being dragged through the mud." There's been like 3 women that have been misidentified as the Phillies Karen, and the internet does what the internet always does, which is bombard the shit out of their workplaces and things like that, saying this is what your employee did. And it's like, number one, this game took place in Miami. There's a good chance that lady lives in Miami, not Pembroke, New Jersey. Okay, so let's put the brakes on that one. But yeah, why is it always got to be fucking Philly fans?
Welcome to the future. But Philly, those Philly bitches, they stay the same.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do. No matter where they are, they're the same, Dion.
Yep.
I think
same haircut. You notice that shit?
I'm having flashbacks to the war,
my
man.
God.
Shut up.
Oh my god.
I'm just saying, bro.
Oh my god.
Okay, hey, look, in the spirit of healing and everything,
Same haircut.
Yeah, Motown Philly needs to come back again. That's when we had the Halcyon days. Let's just bring that shit back.
That's the Philly we
I agree.
And physical violence, is not the answer, but sometimes it fucking is.
It is depending on the question. If the question is this bitch is in your face trying to steal your ball from the kid, what do you do? Yeah, he would have done that. Would have been the most Phillies fan thing ever. Is if he would have just fucking crossed her right across the mouth.
Yeah.
When she came up and she put her hand on him and grabbed him and pulled him, if he would have just, that would have been the most Philadelphia thing in the world. Philly Karen demanding the ball back. Guy fucking pops her one.
Yeah.
That would have been epic.
Yeah.
And he would have been the winner.
No, 100%. Everyone would have been like, good for you, because
it'd be like, you know what? You probably shouldn't punch a woman in the face, but
but
she
Karens
was a
are
Philadelphia
special.
fan.
Yeah, Karens have that asterisk, that this is, in these situations, you get a mulligan, it's fine.
I want the first court case to be like
they're all equal to be punched.
Yeah.
That dude was a genius because I've been like, back up, lady. What's fucking wrong? Like, back up, lady. I would have been like, especially when your kid is like going crazy or whatever. He had the whole like, this is a core memory, son, hug and everything. When I'm in core memory mode, I'd have been like, what the fuck's wrong? But that dude very clearly knew that they were being recorded. And the way that he goes like this, I was
and
like,
brushes
dude.
her off. Dude,
I want to know what that guy does for a living. Because that was a 40. That dude fucking knew what was going to happen. And him, like you said, Jay, he got, or Kendo, that kid got a bat. He was like, I think we're coming up ahead, son.
I hope they give him World Series tickets, put him right down there. Like, and this is
the owner of the Phillies. So they're going to give them tickets to to game 1, I think.
But show that kid every 10 minutes, every commercial break, and this is the kid who was ripped off by this Karen, and then show her face, embarrass her forever, just like forever.
What they should do,
I don't know about that. She is going to be immortalized forever already. Like I can only imagine she's been sweating bullets since this game.
There needs to be some kind of in-stadium. It's like if you go to a baseball game, between innings, there's always some shit on the Jumbotron. Back home in St. Louis, there's the hat dance where they put the ball under the hat on the thing and they switch around. They need to do that, but they need to put the ball under her face and then switch it around or something like that. Philly, we're counting on you to do the right thing here.
That'll never happen.
I understand that, but make this woman infamous as well. Just go ahead.
But when you're comparing her to the rest of Philadelphia, she's not that bad. Like, she's just average for that city.
Right. She's the baseline.
She's the baseline. Oh my god!
The majority of the people,
I'm never
fans
going to
watch
Philly.
that game. Like, I don't see what's wrong. I don't see what's wrong. I don't get what she should have. That's the Phillies fan. They'd be like, she was fine. She's in the right. It's like, no, she was not.
And Philly, I'm making the distinction, sports fans, because we went for WrestleMania. there was a dude that was next to our Airbnb. He thought we were moving in. He was like, "Oh, you guys moving in? Blah 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 blah. We're going to the casino. Blah 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 blah. You know, Philly people. Don't get me. I love y'all. It's the sports fans. It's the sports fans, dude. Philly sports fans. Y'all the worst. Y'all be tearing down fucking blinking lights and stuff and running into subway cars. What's wrong?
My favorite is I don't like seeing them win championships, but when Philly teams win championships, my favorite is always wondering how many people are going to die falling off the fucking light posts, because that always happens. The Chiefs, we got completely dog walked in that Super Bowl. I'm 100% over it because as I was telling people while the game was unfolding, we've been barely getting by and we've been kicking ass when we shouldn't be. We're due to get the shit kicked out of us at some point. It just so happened to be on the biggest stage in the football world. But at the same time, I'm like, some dipshit's going to climb a sign and climb up a lights pole sign and fall off to his death. And I can take solace in that because he's an idiot.
And
that's Phillies.
I think I watched a video during that time when they were trying to oil up the posts and make sure people wouldn't
They
climb
did.
them.
The cops went around Philadelphia and oiled up the post to keep people from climbing it. And still, one person was able to shimmy up one this year and fall off and get killed.
Yeah, he died. He dies. He's a saint of Philly. He died so you could keep climbing.
Philly.
No matter what, at least they've got Jalen Hurts now. Up to this point, their most famous sports icon was a fictional fucking character named Rocky Balboa.
But he was
not only that. This is the same sports city. They have, arguably, in a lot of people's minds, the greatest heavyweight boxer of all time. He was already a real person, and they still chose to make a statue of a dude who is the farthest thing of a boxer. Joe Frazier's from Philadelphia.
He's buried down the street.
That's crazy.
If you ever come out here, Dion, I'm going to take you over there.
I'm going to want to see it.
Yeah, I was listening to the podcast I like to listen to, Crime and Sports, when I was driving back from Missouri, and they had a multi-parter on Joe Frazier that I had missed. And so I'm like, I got to go back to listen to fucking Joe Frazier. So it helped me get through Arizona and part of New Mexico, 6 hours on Joe Frazier. And they talk about how he died. He was buried in Vegas. I'm like, what? So I fucking looked and I saw it. He's buried 3 miles away. I'm like, when Dion comes to town, I got to take him because I know the one person on this planet that I am friends with that will fucking appreciate this. If I say, Dion, we're going to a cemetery to see Joe Frazier, it would be him. He would be like, yes. Anybody else would be like, why the fuck would we want to do that?
and then
Dion would be okay with that.
And then because you two numbskulls are there, lightning would strike and Joe Frazier would come out of the ground.
And we would fight him.
I'm already of the ilk that until Deontay Wilder, I was like, Joe Frazier's the hardest hitting human being that's ever walked planet Earth in recorded history. If zombie Joe Frazier's, I'm getting out. I'm like, guys, we gotta get away. He's dangerous. Joe Frazier's back.
We take out $100 bill and be like, look, if you take this and take a dive, and he'd do it. So we'd have that going for us. So we'd be able to pay him to take a dive.
That would be funny as shit.
But we do have some news on the Deontay Wilder front, Dion. Isn't he going to be going? Yeah. So we've never talked about this on the show, Jeff, but Dion and I have talked about it because we got very excited, possibly chubbed up a little bit when we saw this news. Jake Paul is fighting again, I think in November on Netflix. And
is it a real fight this time?
We hope. And it's going to be, he's fighting Deontay Wilder, which it's like, as soon as that came up, I'm the first in middle of class, kids are doing work or something. I should be helping them. I'm getting my phone because I have to message
Dion. This morning. I meant to text you. I text you, so I got fucking distracted.
Both of you.
I even told the kids, I grabbed my phone. They're like, hey, you're not supposed to be on a phone. And I'm like, number one, I have a college degree, so you shut up. And number two, this is important because I have to tell Dion that Jake Paul is actually going to fight an actual fighter still in his prime. Of course, Dion's first response was, of course it's somebody smaller than him. But I'm like, true. But he's going to fight a dude that has criminal issues and might be a bit fucking off in the head. So there's a chance we could see
live
Paul
tweet that fight.
We might
for
actually get
sure.
to see Jake
Tank-
Paul get his head
Tank
punched
is-
off.
Listen, if anyone's gonna knock out Jake Paul, it's gonna be Tank, dude. Like Tank is
Yes.
little, but he is, dude. He is gonna try to knock Jake Paul's fucking head off, and I can't wait.
Well, speaking of waiting, our friend Jim Sterling Mankini has been waiting for this, and I think we're going to read it right now. So, folks, the word of the day is potato, but our friend Jim has a film title, The Hunt for Red Potatoes. A potato farmer is called into action when a Soviet general goes rogue after stealing experimental super potatoes. I would watch that.
Is that Mega Vodka?
Yes.
Mega vodka.
Mega vodka.
I absolutely watch that.
Yeah, that's the
Can
shit
it be
that
shot
Ivan
in the
Drago was
first-person view like Hardcore Henry?
Why not? Why
driving.
not?
Yes.
I-
We just
I'm
need
just
a
thinking of
GoPro.
great Russian films. Yeah, you put a GoPro on a potato.
Yeah, 1917 is famous for its single camera. Our movie is famous for its GoPro.
Yeah,
We can. Hey,
Tommy
we,
Wiseau made the room with HD and I think 35
Film.
millimeter film simultaneously.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
can bring back GoPro from its from its death.
Yeah,
I'll hook it up to those little Hot Wheels I have, Nick.
There you
Just
go.
push it
There
down
you
the
go.
track.
Yeah,
There you
you're
go.
like that could be the whole tagline of the entire movie. Did you ever see a movie filmed in GoPro? You haven't. Come see this movie.
Just imagine all the technical gaps we'd have to go through.
Oh God, it's like it's
camera fell off again.
God, it's like
Our-
what is it? 28 years later when they use like 11 iPhones to film one zombie. It's like oh, it looks really cool, but then you have to do the post production on that, and it's fucking terrible.
Well, you'll take care of that.
Oh fuck you!
Yeah, dude, Nick fixes everything in post. I read it.
I will murder you where you sit right now. I swear to God.
Bullshit.
tennis
I'd like to
balls,
see you
like in the
fucking get your
Avengers.
ass over here. Come knock on that fucking door, bitch. We'll see what happens. I'll invite you in. We'll probably, I don't know. I made some ribs the other day. They were delicious.
There you go, motherfucker.
Be like, look, I got some ribs. You want some ribs? They're really good.
I'm gonna make some ribs this weekend just to spite you. Now that you're making me hungry.
Yeah, I made ribs last weekend.
That's the
I
kind of
will
revenge I
fucking-
like.
Yeah. You want to one up me? Fine. I'll make a brisket.
Fuck you. Fine. I'll smoke a salmon.
How are you gonna keep it lit?
Can't say that on air. Anyway, Darian217, thank you very much. He says, check your text messages for the screenshots of what it costs for John Cena at Madison Square Garden in November. My brother was planning to buy me tickets for my birthday, November 17th.
Holy
Your
shit.
birthday is one day shy of the GameCube launch. And let's see.
Nosebleeds are going to be $500, $600 easily.
Oh yeah.
Damn. Let's see. This is... Whoa, okay. So it's from Darian217. The 100 level seats are listed at $372.20, 200 seats at $276.25, 400 level seats at $193.25.
Okay.
This is for Madison Square Garden. Wait, no. Oh yeah, for the Madison Square Garden show. It follows
Damn,
the pattern
okay.
of WWE setting high prices for major market events that have resulted in the company breaking live gates for various cities. So that's really all it's about, is to look a certain way to the masses, because I get it that wrestling doesn't owe me anything, but I no longer give my money to wrestling across the board. It's like I
We don't
stopped
owe
watching
them
Raw.
anything.
Yeah, we don't owe them shit. Oh, but
Yeah.
all the memories. I paid for all this fucking memories.
And they're
Yeah.
all right here.
Yeah.
That's the part people forget. It's like, yo, when we went to stuff, we were paying for it.
Yeah, we had a wonderful time, but like it ain't worth that much.
The
Yeah,
best part
like,
of those
we
were
had
always the stuff that
cable.
happened not at the wrestling event.
Would you
For
guys
sure.
see that post that it was Vince McMahon that wanted to keep ticket prices affordable for families?
Yeah.
I was like,
Okay.
well,
Well, that's the face Vince McMahon trying to come back from the shit-scapade. But you know what? I appreciate that. But we also have some other breaking news, Jeff.
what's
Not
that?
only is Saudi Arabia supposedly getting WrestleMania 40 trace, but they're also wanting to bring several wrestlers out of retirement for this spectacular,
Yeah.
Oh, do tell.
including The Undertaker, Shawn Michaels, Steve Austin, and The Rock, and his newly AIDS minted figure, and many, many more. No word on if they've asked for Ultimate Warrior Yokozuna for this match they have in the past. but that's where we're going. They want to bring not only WrestleMania there, but they want to bring all the old people out there because that's what we want to see aside from a Saudi Mania.
Welcome to the future.
Everything's lamer here.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, we kind of had an idea that was going to happen anyway. So, hey, at least I don't have to pay $30 for ESPN.
Yeah, neither do I, because I'm just not going to... One, I can use a VPN like Stephanie McMahon says. Thanks, Steph, for the advice.
Yeah.
We just said,
That was
such a dumb thing to say. Such a dumb thing to say, but okay,
I don't
whatever.
know. I think that could have been intentional, though, because if Vince wanted to keep things family-friendly price and everything, Stephanie could also, because she is her father's daughter. As much as, like, we want to say Vince is over here and Triple H and Stephanie are over here.
For her podcast and forgot.
Yeah. So
I love Stephanie too, even though
slipped that one in there.
Nah, listen. She forgot. She forgot who she was working for in the end, and she made a mistake. Now it's hilarious, but
and it's good advice.
Does she work for TKO at all? I thought she
so
was
not outright.
Technically, she's a board member, I think.
She lost her position. I don't know how many stocks she owns. I don't know if she's on the board, but when all the shit started going down, she stepped down. But her podcast is part of the network of WWE stuff, and it's through ESPN. She specifically works for ESPN for her Stephanie's Places show.
Oh, okay.
She is not on the board.
Podcast on the network. She's technically, she's ESPN right now, but she still could have a board position. I don't know if that's still the case after she had left. But that would be very interesting. Very interesting.
Yeah, she's not on the board of directors. I was able to get that from AI by asking my phone. Ari Emanuel, Mark Shapiro, Peter CB Bino, Egon P. Durbin, The Rock, Dwayne Johnson, Steve R. Coonan, Bradley Singer, and Nick Khan. No relation to Tony. And so they're not on that board. Just the Dwayne.
Well, good for The Rock. I'm ready to stop
believing in
watching his modern stuff. I don't even believe in The Rock.
Dude, you can't. Look. He came out last week and he said it's not his fault that he's in all those movies. He has been, typecast as somebody that only appears in blockbuster.
That was the funniest shit ever.
That was the most Rock thing he's ever said. It's like coming out with his shampoo where it's like, should eat tequila. It's like, oh yeah, it's really good tequila. It's like, no, it's not. Your buddies mix it in the back with 2 buckets. Like, it tastes like shit. Stop. Just stop.
Yeah. Be like, this is Jose Cuervo with a different label. Stop it.
Yeah, really.
You see Twitter bring up his Queen Elizabeth tweet too.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
What was his Queen Elizabeth tweet?
This is being typecast. This is the typecast doing this. One thing I love more than celebrities, and especially the high ego celebrities, saying something dumb and getting caught up is being in the middle of their rebrand. Like, I know that he has signed on for the Smashing Machine a while ago, but the fact that could not have come out at a better time for him, and the fact that he's in the middle of a rebrand is the funniest shit in the world. But he can't help, like Jeff said something years ago on the show to the effect of, like, the best part of Dwayne Johnson is The Rock. And he's had some great ideas, but the dude isn't he's not in a bubble. This wasn't all his idea. Like, he had help all the time. And now we're back to being like, he doesn't have help. And even with the Smashing Machine, he still says dumb shit. I was typecast. Bro, you picked all that shit.
Yeah.
What are we talking about here?
They called you and said, hey, we're making this movie called Skyscraper. You got a fake leg, and it's essentially Die Hard. And you said, okay.
Oh, my God, that movie. Oh, my God, that movie.
well, not only that, he had branded himself as like, well, I'm trying to, like, Arnold Schwarzenegger was my idol, and that's why I love, the part in the rundown where Arnold's walking down and says, good luck, it's the torch. I love action movies. Like, dude, you said that. Like, You got Disney money doing Jungle Cruise. What the fuck you mean? I got typecast. Blah, 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 blah. Like that was always your plan. What are we talking about here, dude?
Somebody called you and said, "Hey, you know that Rampage game you used to put quarters into at the Pizza Hut? Well, we're gonna make it with you, and you get to work with this giant CGI gorilla." And you said, "Cool, I'm in."
Yeah, and
Okay?
Javier Bardem Morgan showed up as a cowboy for like 3 seconds in that whole movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At least Arnold, yeah, you could be like Arnold. Well, then why weren't you like Arnold in the part where he made movies people liked?
Yeah.
Some of them were good, but you know, it like who? No one made you try to do the whole Superman Black Adam thing. Like what? That's not a podcast issue. That was a you thing. No one made you get into it with Vin Diesel doing the Fast and the Furious movies to where. You know, apparently the rumor was they both had that thing where they didn't want to lose the fight or whatnot.
Oh, that's in their contract.
No one made you put that into your contract, writer, that I can't lose a fight on screen.
Exactly.
Yeah, no one made you play Santa Claus's bodyguard in a movie that nobody wanted.
No one made you have 3 different, Instagram videos about you having, In-N-Out Burger for the first time ever.
Yeah. That's not the typecast. That's you, bro. That's you.
You talked about
This
the
has
difference
been
between The
Rock
Rock and
matching out with
Schwarzenegger. The difference is The Rock has never had a string of good movies. Schwarzenegger had a string of classics. Like The Rock had, like, Let's take it back. The Scorpion King comes out. Okay, movie, pretty good. Saw it opening weekend in theaters. Like it.
Decent.
Haven't seen it in 20 years, but I remember it being pretty good.
It's still pretty good. It's still we watched it this summer. It's still pretty good.
The Rundown, forgettable. It's just like a whatever movie.
Yeah, not terrible.
Yeah, but then there's
Not great.
Walking Tall, which is pretty good. That's one of his better movies.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then he makes Be Cool, where he plays a gay guy, and you're just like, oh, this is the
Oh
Rock
no,
trying to
he has a play. I think he does Be Cool, Doom, Southland Tales.
That's where hold on, Nick. That's where it dies. See, The Rock doesn't make a bad movie. The Rock will make a dumpster fire that follows a string of okay movies, and then you forget that he's actually an okay actor, and not everything he's ever done is shit. Because you're like, wow, Southland Tales is just absolute trash, and then Get Smart is absolute trash, and then it just keeps going on, and then you're like, oh, there's the Tooth Fairy, and there's the fucking.
The other guys.
What's the one where he played the football coach, the dad?
Game Plan.
Game Plan. There's the Game Plan. You're like, and it's just he never hits like a string of winners. It's like, but what about Jumanji and Fast and Furious? Okay, then what about like all those other movies in between that you fucking forgot about?
There's G.I. Joe 2. There's Empire State. Pain and Gain was peak.
I
Rock.
like Pain and Gain.
Peak him. Then there was Hercules.
Never saw it.
Fucking Furious 7, San Andreas, Central Intelligence. God, fuck that movie.
Yeah.
Baywatch.
It wasn't that bad.
Baywatch was okay. Baywatch was fine.
Baywatch was very okay. I enjoyed it.
I did too.
Baywatch was good, but it should have been great. It like marketed itself like the next 21 Jump Street. And then it did. It just didn't reach that fucking like it could have been great, but it's just like relegated to mid-level cable now.
No, 100%. And then he did Rampage and Skyscraper.
Those both suck.
I'll give
him
not that good.
Yeah, I'll give him this though. He did Ballers, which is like the spinoff of Entourage, which was actually really good. I really did love him in that show. He did really wonderful in that show. Then he did Jumanji: The Next Level, and then fucking Black Adam.
Jumanjis are fun. Black Adam was not.
Yeah, and then he did Jungle Cruise.
Couldn't sit through it.
Yeah, Red Notice.
I liked it.
Didn't like it.
Even though he's supposed to be Spanish in Jungle Cruise.
Yeah.
Wait, The Rock is Spanish?
Yeah. He's a Spanish conquistador, and that's what the...
No.
His giant half-black Samoan ass is a fucking Spanish conquistador.
When you have built your career... well, look it. It's not his like identity only, but when portions of his career are about his ethnicity and everybody knows you're Samoan, like I'm not gonna buy that you're a Spaniard any more than that Sean Connery was a Spaniard.
No, anywhere that Sean
No.
Connery was Russian.
Japanese. Let's get it right. He was supposed to be Japanese.
Oh God.
Wasn't
So
he?
isn't it safe to say Sean Connery can't play anything but
A
European?
Scottish guy? Yes.
Yeah, it just doesn't work.
Yeah.
No.
Because
Wait, you
even
don't
when
like
he
this?
was supposed to be a Japanese guy in Yolt, he still spoke with a Scottish accent.
Yeah.
So funny. They put the fucking Japanese 70s hairdo. And he still has a Scottish. Even as that's what I love about James Bond, right? Like there
The
is
eye
a-
surgery, but it was just them painting like those little geisha lines on his brow.
Yeah. And he's talking, and even his children were like, "Yo, he still sounds like Sean Connery." Am I like, what the fuck, mom? Is this real? They're like,
That is,
yeah.
that is the one redeeming quality of that movie. Yolt is not a great movie. I will never
No.
go to bat for that movie. But the
I
fact
love
that his,
and then them shooting ninjas coming down in a fucking volcano base.
yes, the volcano base being so hokey and stupid is great.
In
he's
their own
supposed to be
ninjas.
Japanese is great. Sucky fucky is great. Everything about that movie is it. Tommy Wiseau made a James Bond movie. It is fucking You Only Live Twice.
Yes.
Yeah.
You only live twice is if Diamonds Are Forever is enjoyable.
Right.
Yeah, right.
It is so like Diamonds Are Forever is just bad. Moonraker is
Yes.
just bad.
Yeah.
Yule is the same thing, but it's just fun. Like
Yeah.
we're gonna assassinate him, but we're not just gonna kill him and shoot him. We're gonna have yarn, and we're gonna have the
We're gonna put the poison down the string.
yarn.
Oh my
When
God, the
did you
poison
guys
down the
last watch
string.
that film?
There's
Oh,
no one
God.
else. Just shoot him or just drop down and stab him. What are we doing?
No, Dion, they're Japanese. They don't just pew people. It doesn't happen. They have to do it, with ninja style. Okay, come on now.
Damn it! Our plan was foiled because his fake girlfriend rolled over. And, damn it!
By the way, I'm looking at the Rock's like IMDb. I didn't realize Emily Blunt was in the Smashing Machine.
Yeah, she looks really good in that trailer. Like, it doesn't even look like her.
It doesn't.
I'm sure it's gonna be great. I mean, I'm gonna go see it because I was pissing myself not seeing The Claw in theaters. And I love Emily Blunt, but it's just like, to your point too, like to further make your point, Jeff. Like, it's not only does he have okay movies, he'll have transition from okay, like from bad back to okay. Like the early transition from bad back to okay was faster. And then the transition from bad back to okay after his Disney run was WrestleMania 27. And it's like he just is constantly redoing his image, and he's just like, you don't remember that, do you? You don't remember that? You don't remember that, do you? I'm The Rock. I'm The Rock, you love me. Do you remember the other bad thing? You don't remember that. I'm The Rock.
Oh, I remember everything, Rock.
Yeah.
Hercules.
Although I'm still hung up on our fucking Yolt conversation.
Well, no, and here's the thing. He's still got, I think, the live action Moana coming out at some point, so that's gonna happen.
Yep.
Okay, hang on. Real quick. Let's
And
survey the
Moana
room
3
here.
apparently is supposed to be getting started here in a little bit.
Is there a Rock movie that's better than You Only Live Twice? That's where we need to take the temperature right now.
Many Rock movies are better than
Yeah,
you.
they are.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, they are.
Multiple.
Because
Hey,
like
is
I was
there a
I was
Rock
try-
movie you would rather watch than You Only Live Twice?
There are still
Yeah,
a lot.
absolutely.
There's
Many.
still a lot.
Many.
Okay.
I can't
Hey,
think of a
sure.
Rock movie like, unless we're talking like Tooth Fairy, Southland Tales.
Witch
Or-
Mountain maybe would be terrible. Couldn't watch that.
You know
Yeah,
what?
that one's
I've
pretty
never seen the Witch Mountain movie, so I'd rather watch that than You Only Live Twice.
Jeez.
Yeah, I mean that still fits. That still tracks.
Yeah,
Like-
South of Tales is shit. San Andreas
I
is
recent-
terrible.
I recently watched You Only Live Twice. It is bad. I know a lot of people like look back at it fondly because of the volcano. Dude, there's a famous writer. His name's Arlen Schumer. We used to be Facebook friends and interact, but like he got upset, and I think he either blocked me or I told him to fuck off and then blocked him. But like we got into a fight over You Only Live Twice, and he wanted to call it the best of all the Bond movies, and I'm like, it's
No,
really shit.
not even
It's really
close.
shit. No,
Come on,
it's-
man.
It's not even the best James Bond film of 1967. It's not
It
good.
isn't. It isn't.
No.
And yes, Darian Doom is better than Yule for sure. Doom is way better.
Doom at least is like halfway entertaining. Like it's
funny. And it's got like the best pissed off line is Doom. I don't need anyone. I don't need anybody else. I need soldiers. I don't want anybody else. I want soldiers. That's like the one moment where it's like, oh shit, is Doom about to be good?
No.
Like moment, you only live twice. Has Sean Connery undergoing plastic surgery to become Japanese?
Jesus.
But I will take that. I will raise you in Doom. You have the cool where he goes super crazy, dude. And him and Carl Urban, they're about to have the final battle. And Carl Urban's like, I'm the good guy. I've got like the good serum. And The Rock is standing there and like the bones are cracking. And he's just like, he kicks him through the window. He just goes, Semper Fi, motherfucker. I was like, this is dumb, but let's get into a fight, boys.
But remember the gimmick of the first-person shooter scene at the end of that, where they were like, oh, we're going to make it like a video game, and like that was only like 30 seconds of the fucking movie.
Yeah, dude. That shit was so whack.
They were banking on that so hard. So hard.
I love that movie.
Oh my god. Yeah, it is. Yeah, looking back again now, like it's shit, but like I kind of want to own it like on a $5 Blu-ray. Like,
and is it in that's Richard Blake that's in Doom, right, Nick?
Richard Blake. Yes, it is. He's Portman, yeah. Richard Blake.
Yep, that's the cool moment where Portman is the actual, even though he's a fucking degenerate, he's the hero of that movie, and he's like, we're not going, lady, look at that thing, we're not doing it. And The Rock's like, shoulder your fucking weapon, soldier. I was like, oh shit, is Doom about to get good? It doesn't, but I was like, oh shit, that's a cool part. Yeah. And he's doing it to Robert Blake, son.
Yeah. And what was it? Doug Jones in it too. He's Dr. Carmike Imp. Yeah. So I mean, you have a star-studded cast. It's just that it's like the fucking director and the script and everything else like kind of shit the bed.
Yeah, Carl Urban and Rosamund Pike are in that movie, and you're just like, how? Oh yeah, it's 2005.
Yeah.
Is The Rock gonna get his own bracket battle?
I think we have to. I think we have to do Rock bracket battle. We have to do Rock bracket battle.
You just let that genie out of the bottle, and it has to happen.
Yes, you did.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't wait to play bracket battle with The Rock.
It's going to be glorious.
Yep, we're all gonna win.
We'll make it a twofer. We'll do his movies and we'll do his matches.
Oh my god!
Oh, man, that's gonna take forever to do his fucking wrestling matches.
You had my curiosity. Now you have my attention, AJ.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The movies. There could be some fighting work. Exactly. It's dramatic, isn't it? There's going to be some movies argument, but I think when we get to the fucking nut cutting of the matches, that's when the shit's going to hit the fan, and the audience will love that. Folks in the chat, I don't care about your opinion. Yeah, I do. So go ahead and tell me, how badly do you want to hear us yell at each other over the Rock's matches?
It's not going to be that much.
WrestleMania 19 is overrated.
My thing is not going to be. It'll be when we get to like the semifinals. That's where the minutia, because I think we'll agree with the majority. Like I think probably I would even bet to say that the semifinals will be easy to get to. It's those last two rounds, because I will die on the hill, and this is gonna. And Jeff knows exactly because we've talked about this all the time. Fucking the triple threat at Vengeance with Taker and Angle is very high up there.
It's a very good match. I'm throwing Rock Triple H at Backlash highly because that's a good match.
I mean, that could win.
I'm throwing the butts and seats match up there too. Rock didn't win that one, but that was a fucking pivotal and important match.
For a second, when you said butts and seat, I was like, wait, you talking about WrestleMania 18? He did win. But then I'm like, oh, wait, no. That random Raw. That's a good one. I mean,
speaking of Raw, I'll say his random, and that was Undisputed title versus Intercontinental Champion, his match with Eddie Guerrero.
Oh, that was great.
That's a dark horse.
Hell, even though The Rock loses it, I like Triple H versus Rock in the ladder match at SummerSlam 98. I think that's a good-ass match. Really changes his character.
Yep. And I will also say that he has one, like, anytime I win anything that has champion in it, the one load-up phrase I always have ready to go in my shit-talking game, especially living in suburban America. Yeah, well, The Rock says he's something that you're not, and that's Undisputed Champion, so shut up, bitch. I love that line. That's one of the greatest comebacks in the history of entertainment. Yeah, well, I'm something that you're not. That's champion. So shut up, bitch.
I think my favorite Rock promos are the ones where he either call Stephanie McMahon a $2 slut. Those are always good. Wait, is that $2? No, 50 cents. No, take all the quarters, dimes, nickels, and pennies, shove in a bag, stick them straight up your candy ass slut. That's my favorite one ever.
One of my favorite fucking promo botches is he was supposed to go to say motherfucker, and Stephanie's supposed to cut him off, but she's late.
Yeah. It says Booker T and Shane, the punk ass sucker and the silver spoon, motherfucker. And yeah, she's like, shut up!
He's like, no, it's too late. Oh my god. Oh, that goddamn, that was good.
Yeah, 01 Rock was pretty good. I prefer 2000 Rock, but yeah, The Rock will get a bracket battle segment because if we do a whole bracket battle of like everything The Rock's ever done, hell, even I'll get bored. It's like, all right, The Rock was in Planet 52.
Oh, God.
Yay! The Rock was in Fortnite. There's a picture of The Rock where he looks like he's in Peaky Blinders.
Kevin Hart with too much, you know.
Oh, we forgot Red Notice. It's just like everyone else.
Oh God.
Oh shit, yeah. With him and Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do you make a spy movie boring?
You add him, Ryan Reynolds, and Gal Gadot.
Yeah, that's actually a really good point.
Yeah, I'm over Ryan Reynolds.
I still love Deadpool, but I'm like, yo, dog, like.
Yeah, the whole scandal with him and his wife kind of burnt everybody.
Yeah, that one was like, ooh.
Yeah.
Y'all are eugenics? That's kind of fucked up.
Yeah. Because you found out how crazy she really was, and she was like almost like Amber Heard levels of crazy. I'm just like, oh, you need to just stop.
Listen, to be fair, she made a movie with a dude who was a rich boy, and those two personalities don't click. And
nope, they don't. They don't.
You know, and they don't click. And you know, Blake Lively, that is. I would not want to hang out with her that much.
No, I don't want to meet these people.
No.
Yeah, man. And yeah, like y'all got married on a plantation? Like for real?
Well, who doesn't?
Well, they're Canadian. Come on now.
I don't even give, and I love Deadpool, so I'm going to give you the like, hey, man, you know, my white boy didn't know, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, man, like, come on, a plantation.
So,
Jesus.
I think me and the old lady, we're going to go renew our vows on a plantation. You guys in?
Well, now that I know you're doing it on purpose, then it becomes fun.
2/3 of me are interested in going.
2/3 of me. Don't you mean 3/5?
Sorry.
3/5 of me.
Half of 2/3. Yeah. So yeah, there you go.
3/5 of me already.
Yeah. Listen. Only if Dion and Jeff wear period accurate clothing. Then we'll be fine.
Now hold on. If it's period accurate, I'm gonna lie and say I'm Italian or some shit, and I'm just gonna
No,
go north
what
and
we
fuck
do?
off.
No, we do is we get him one of those half costume things. Half is one way, half is the other way. We have to do it that way. We have to go 100% fucking comedy.
So I'm gonna look like half Kunta Kinte, half Mark Twain. Got it.
There you go. There you go.
Technically, you could just be Bigger Chicken George, because that's exactly
Bigger Chicken.
That also is an extremely accurate statement, and I support it 100%.
I do too.
You have to constantly walk around with a rooster.
Just dress like Michael Clark Duncan from the Green Mile. Okay, just do that.
I'm tired, boss.
I'm tired, boss.
Just
What's better, the Green Mile or the Shawshank Redemption?
Ooh,
Shawshank. I like Green Mile, but Shawshank, like, I know people, it annoys my homies on our show, but happy endings make a difference. In Shawshank, you're like, like, cool. Green Mile, you're like, okay, am I just gonna go cry in my bed? Yeah, I'm gonna go cry in my bed.
Yeah. I concede the point there to Dion, because it's like with Shawshank, you're like, okay, good, everything worked out, everybody's great. At the end of the Green Mile, you're like, God, I get the fucking message of this movie, but it hits really fucking hard right now, and especially since Michael Clark Duncan is also deceased, and you're just like,
yeah,
I don't know whether I should cry or get another beer or both. You know what?
Both is the right answer.
I'm just going to sit in silence for a few minutes
Yeah, dude.
And I
And,
might get on with my day.
drink one to Mikey Duncan. There you go.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and drink this beer in silence for 5 minutes. Want to slap my kid, and he's really ruining this wonderful point I'm trying to make. You're adopted.
Don't listen to him, Pat. Don't listen to him.
I've never
wrong.
seen a DNA test.
Listen.
don't
Just
feel bad.
Look at
there's
your
one-
kid and
no,
look at you.
No. There's one picture that you've shown us that solidifies he's yours.
Oh yeah.
100% that picture solidifies that
Yeah,
kid is
that
mine.
picture, like you showed us proudly, and like I fucking love the picture. As soon as you showed me that picture, I was like, that kid is fucking yours. Oh god, I love
I
it.
ain't never
kid
seen the
was
paperwork proof.
Oh my
Well,
god.
folks, this is our most revealing episode 460. On our way to our 10-year anniversary, we're just gonna lay it
We're
all
grown
out on
men
the
and we're
line.
dangerous. We're the most dangerous we've ever been.
Yeah, we're the most comfortable we've ever been.
Secrets will
In
be
air-conditioned
revealed.
offices and shit. Yes. What is this, like that magic special on Fox back in the
Oh
90s?
god, I missed
Yeah,
that. I missed that
God,
shit. That
dude.
shit was awesome.
I watched every episode,
was
like
so- it
multiple
was cool.
times.
Oh yeah.
That was must-see TV for me as a teenager. Like I was like
I need
13
to-
or 14. I'm like, I have to see what's happening here. I want to see the secrets revealed.
I want to see if it's on anything. If it's on Prime or anything right now.
That would be a fun, like, let's have many drinks, like 3 cases of Modelo, and just watch those all in order.
Oh fuck
I
yeah.
can dig that.
Sucker!
Sucker. Another rock. One of my favorite rock matches.
Yeah, that SummerSlam match is good. Hell, the follow-up at Unforgiven's pretty good, too.
Yeah, dude.
Booker T doesn't get enough credit because he was great. Like, in my video games, he's always, like, right in the contention for, like, oh, I need the guy to run for the main event title picture, and I've already used all these guys. Well, Booker T's great, and then when it comes time to go full circle again, I always keep Booker T in rotation, so.
Listen, I will. The only reason I'll disagree is that the last few years, I think that's kind of purposefully, sprinkling a little tinfoil on my ice cream here. That's always kind of been Triple H kind of like giving him the, hey man, that was kind of my bad type shit. Because people now are big Booker T fans, especially now that he has his niche on NXT, and obviously, his wrestling school has been a big deal in the wrestling community, and then especially now that he's got a couple specific proteges in the WWE, and they're doing very well. A lot of folks have been going back, and then that story about how he ended up whooping Batista's ass. Now he got that. That's how he got the title run. That kind of came back up again, and because fucking Goldberg had pissed people off, as he is tempted to do, people started resharing the story of Chris Jericho whooping his ass and Booker T dropping that hilarious ass line. So Booker here last like 2-3 years, man, there are a lot more Booker T fans in the young folk group, and that's been kind of enlightening here the last couple of years.
I do love I love the stories of the buff, like, intimidating guys on camera are the ones that get their asses beat.
Yep.
I think Chris Jericho beating up Goldberg is very poetic, especially since Goldberg refused to work with him in the WCW.
And then Chris Jericho gonna get, obviously he ain't whoop his ass, but Chris Jericho getting the balls when he didn't realize that Randy getting sliced was a work, and he tried to start a fight with Brock Lesnar.
I do love how Jericho is, like, not even 6 feet tall, but he is ready to fight anybody. Like, that dude is not a wuss. He is.
Those hockey players, boy, them hockey players, they don't give a fuck.
They don't give a shit.
You got a hockey friend, you could be in the dead wrong, and that dude will get in a fight for you. Man, hockey players don't fuck around, man. They take that whole goon thing seriously.
Oh yeah.
I have been friends with a hockey player. You're right. He's pretty loyal.
They are fucking. Them dudes will be like, "I'll lose a tooth." Like, no, we gotta go home. Some of us care about losing teeth, big dog.
Yeah, man. Dental work can be
Eckler is
pricey.
hurt again, Kendo.
Sorry, I'm distracted by a child that may or may not be mine.
If he was a little darker, then you'd have something to worry about.
That is 100% true.
I just love how with your setup, Kendo, like when you go to reach, like he'll appear and disappear in the background. It's like erased from existence.
I just love how after when it's late, besides his little ass and I want to go to bed, he just hears his dad. He's just being nosy the whole time.
100%. Like
He's training for the show. He'll be Kendo's
That's
replacement
right.
in 2057.
Yeah. When I finally have had enough, and I'm just like, I can't deal with this shit anymore, and I just, well, there's no river to walk into around here, but you know what I'm saying. You're like, look, he's gone. We've lost Kendo, but we have a replacement lined up.
Hey,
chances are he'll be just as warped as he was.
There's a desert you can walk into, man. It's fine. It's okay.
I don't think I really want to dehydrate to death. That just sounds awful.
Yeah.
Every day I feel like that's happening when I'm outside during practice.
Kendo just becomes beef jerky at the end. That's all that happens.
Beef jerky time.
Kendo starring in The Mummy for real.
Your dying words are Emotep. And then just boom. So, if they were to remake another Mummy and Brendan Fraser played Rick McConnell again, would you accept it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Rick O'Connell.
100%.
Yeah, if they bring him back and do like Mummy 4, Mummy Returns or whatever, I'll
How
there
about
for it.
Mummy in Space?
No, I'm out. I already have Jason X. I don't need another one.
But what if it's Mummy in Space with Willow playing the Mummy this time?
No, you got to make it Mummy versus the
Mastodon?
American military or something. You gotta step it up.
No,
Yeah,
here's what has to happen. We have to have the same kind of mummy thing, and probably a few still in like the 1930s or 40s or whatever, 50s or whatever it happened. But we have to have Harrison Ford has to make a cameo in that movie for 10 seconds.
Oh, as Indiana Jones?
Yeah, they have to cross paths. That's it. Just be like, hey, I know you.
You want to revive those two franchises right now? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's
Can
all
Captain
you do.
America walk through the background and be like, "Hey guys, I'm alive too."
Yes.
He starts sweating at the black guy in that because it's in real time. So
He's like, "Oh shit,
that's a big Negro."
I kind of want to see that movie get made now. Rick McConnell, Indiana Jones, and Steve Rogers.
Yeah. We just need Harrison Ford for 30 seconds. Like throw him a 6-pack and be like, yo, put on the outfit, come film something for a couple hours and just.
Yeah. You only get to pitch him once like that. We'll pitch him for the Stealing Solo movie. It's
Okay,
like, all right,
fine,
we need you
fine,
for
fine.
2 days. Here's $3 million. Sit in a chair, folks. As soon as I get the second book done and I have 2 pages left, I'm going to just go ahead and promote the hell out of that book and see what we can do to get a movie made one day. I literally have never tried any of this shit. People are like, "Oh, do this, do that." Okay, now's the time. So,
Yeah, we still got to work on our short though.
oh yeah, duh, believe me. But that doesn't to promote a book doesn't take 12 hours a day. If it did, I'd still do it.
You're promoting a book wrong.
Yeah. Keely Chow, don't worry. There will be a Stealing Solo movie. And then the sequel with Mark Hamill. And then the sequel to that won't have Carrie Fisher in it.
Apparently, Mark Hamill and what?
Just get her daughter.
That's true. Mark Hamill is doing a new movie called The Walk or something like that, the Stephen King adaptation or something.
Yep.
I've heard good things. I've heard good things about it. So,
have you seen the promotion they're doing for it?
yes.
Where they're doing where you walk on a treadmill, and if you go under the speed limit that they want you to in the movie, they kick you out of the screening and they don't let you finish the film.
Yeah. It's 3 miles an hour. You have to keep that pace for the entire I think 90 minutes of the movie or whatever it is. So
I'd try it.
Yeah.
Well, 90 minutes at level. I mean, sorry, 3 miles at level ground is a little brisk, but I mean, you could do it. You know,
I'm gonna try. If my local AMC or Regal's gonna do it, I'm gonna get on that treadmill and I'm gonna document the whole thing. Like, guys, here we go. Getting my steps in. I'm watching The Walk. It's kind of hard to eat popcorn as I do it, but whatever.
In the spirit of talking about Mark Hamill and Harrison Ford and all that stuff, I watched the original Star Wars movie the other day for the first time in almost 10 years probably. And it was on TNT and I was waiting for football to start. But I will say, I talked about before how like watching the original shit just won't feel as right anymore because I know what's coming. Can I suspend that? And I enjoyed the shit out of that movie.
Yes.
I fucking found myself going back. I time traveled, if you will, back to the early 90s where I saw the movie for the first time. Yeah. And Rob Lowe was there and Tia Carrera. I'm not going to go into what happened next, but it was, I watched, I'm like, you know what? This movie in 1992, yes. So I was like, you know what? This is fucking great. I fucking love Star Wars. The Empire Strikes Back came on. Football also came on. And even though I own that movie on triplicate, I still hit the record on Sling so I could watch Empire later that evening after Sunday Night Football because I live on the Pacific time zone and Sunday Night Football ends at like fucking 3 in the afternoon, it feels like. And so I'm just like, these movies are great. God, I remember what it feels like to enjoy these. And we're back. We're back. I'm back. I recaptured the Star Wars magic for the original trilogy. Those are the only 3 movies that this kid, who may or may not be my biological child, will ever know exist.
I love it.
Because
I love it.
I'm just going to leave it at that. Be like, look, there's these 3 movies. If he ever discovers the prequels, and like, look, those kind of happened. Your dad may have seen them in theaters. It's not the important part. Those movies do not exist, even though your father may or may not have seen them in theaters, and it may or may not have been the reason why your father is sort of internet famous along with his friends. But those movies don't exist.
I'm really happy to hear that you found the magic, Kendo.
I'm fucking happy too. Like, we're literally sitting there. I'm waiting to take them to church because I may not be a godless heathen, but I don't go to their Catholic temple each week. I'm a Protestant. But hey, stop that for a second. So I was like, hey, I'll watch this movie. And the whole time I'm watching, it's like, I picked it up where they're breaking into the Death Star. They're breaking into the Death Star. They're getting ready to go on the fucking trench run. And I'm just like, I hate this kid. I'm just like, God, I fucking love this movie. This movie's so good. Okay, go play with your race car. Shut up. Folks, having children is great, but don't.
He's going to find all these bits of you yelling at him as a child on our YouTube channel and take them to his therapist in like 10 years.
One day.
He's going to wait till Kendo's an old man. He's just going to yell at him when Kendo's in his in hospice. Be like, shut up, Dad! You don't like it now, man.
I may be dying of a disease that's going to be fucking named after me because I've never seen this one before because that's my fucking luck. But I will fight you on this deathbed. I don't care.
Well, I don't wish you.
Goals,
I don't want next week to come anytime sooner, Kendo. But when it happens, we will miss you.
My luck, I will outlive all of you because that's just how it works. Especially Nick. He's the old sack.
The old, okay, yeah.
I'm a healthy 28.
Calm down, AARP.
That mail is meant for my father, not me. I don't know
whatever.
Why I get it.
Whatever. Okay, you have a nice like a nice back brace for your chair because you have sciatica. Okay, calm down.
Chiropractic is such a quackery, so shut up.
Don't make fun of the old people on the show, Nick. You'll be old soon enough.
That's true. I will.
Yeah, we're counting that shit down. What are we like within the 2-month window until you hit the big over the hill mark? I'm gonna get you a fucking tombstone engraved with your name on it and send it to your house, and it's gonna say over the hill, Nick. I'm not even gonna put your whole name on there. I'm gonna be a dick about it and just give you Nick.
You should spell his name wrong too.
Yeah, Nick. Nick.
You should.
His family will be like, "Who is this Nick?"
Yeah, they'll get really confused about that.
I will say, when you sent us the picture of your Dragon Con little fucking badge and it had your full name on there. I wanted to give you shit about it, but I just didn't care enough to do so at the time. I wanted to be like, they gave you the full name. Did they pronounce it like Lape did that one time that even made me feel offended for you?
No, they didn't because I'm sure they deal with like 10,000 people who have like different names that just can't they can't pronounce it. They just looked at my ID and like scanned the QR code and this gave me the fucking badge. And I just like took it and went. I was like, whatever. I ordered the badge at like 3 in the morning, and I just had to type in everything in when I was in bed, like trying to remember my.
You're like autofill. I don't feel like typing this shit.
Yeah, that's all it was. It was all autofill, and I just like said it. I made sure I had the email confirmation with the QR code. And I was like, all right, good, got it. Went to bed.
I did enjoy seeing your full government name pop up on your ID badge. I thought it was great.
Yeah, well, because I think you have to for that. I think that's the way it works. So it's just like whatever, it's fine, it's okay.
No, you can put. I didn't put my full name, and I didn't care.
Okay, well they get. I don't know. I've had issues with them if I don't put my full name. They get real anal about it.
Next year. I'm gonna try to see if I can get away with using a fake name on my badge, Dr. Drake Ramore. That's what I'm going for.
That'd be funny.
That's for Dion's favorite show. When I was at the baseball game, they played the Friends theme, and everybody in the arena or the stadium went just like that. Dion, I thought of you. You and your favorite.
I love how Dion's so tough, but he's really a white girl at heart.
Yeah, I mean,
hey! You're supposed to be on a short list of people that know that asshole. I have a reputation.
I forgot. You're
a dangerous wild card, even if you're the least intimidating black person on this planet. You're a dangerous
wild card. You're a scary security guy.
No. I'm not the least intimidating. I'm intimidating when they don't know about my interests. That's different.
It goes like this.
Supposed to tell them about my
Bryant Gumbel, Wayne Brady, you.
No.
He ain't lying. He ain't lying.
New Jack,
Carlton. You forgot fucking Carlton.
OJ.
Oh yeah, I forgot. No. OJ's got a reputation now. So it goes Bryant Gumbel, Wayne Brady, Alfonso Ribeiro, then you.
Yeah, Carlton's got more street cred than Dion. I'll call that shit out right now.
Yeah, if I'm walking down a dark alley and I see Alfonso Ribeiro, I'm crossing the street. If I see Dion, I'm not crossing the street.
Yeah, because you know it'd be kind of rude to cross the street with your friends right there.
Denzel when he was making training day. That one black dude in the gas station, and that video went viral. The chick said the N-word and he slapped her. That dude, right? Okay. That one black cop in the video of when they were whipping around the King's ass, him. Then New Jack. Okay. Then New Jack. Then Richard Roundtree. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, no.
Ike Turner.
Ike Turner. We're in rarefied air now.
No. You are not above Richard Roundtree. I will
No. I will speak for white America right now to say that we would take you over Ike Turner easily. So there's that.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, zombies are a hard sell.
Listen. I'll fight for the other POCs. You are not above Richard Roundtree. Ain't fucking happening. Not gonna happen.
Folks in the chat, go ahead and tell us, who do you think Dion is even more least intimidating? I'm gonna say he falls right above Alfonso Ribeiro.
You're in the Will Smith category.
I'm above Richard Roundtree.
No, Will Smith slapped somebody on stage, so he's been cast out slightly.
I don't know. I got a story for off air about Dion and something similar, so I'll give Dion Smith Will Smith cred.
Thank you.
Yeah, but I won't tell. Remind me to tell you that story as soon as we get off air because you'll want to hear it.
Yeah, I will.
It involves a car, Dion.
I will fight Dion tooth and nail, but he's not above Richard Roundtree. I'm sorry. That's no. Ain't gonna happen.
In terms
of
danger,
you and Dion actually fight.
I'm not cooler in terms of dangerous.
Yeah, you're more dangerous
because Roundtree's like 85 years old.
Right. Shaft is cool. Shaft looks good.
He's also dangerous.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, what's that dude's name in Gone with the Wind? The dude that saves Scarlet.
Red Butler?
Was it Jim? No. N-word Jim.
No, this ain't Mark Twain.
Finn. The black dude from the black dude that saves her when after the Civil War, and like he saves her, she falls asleep or whatever, and the dude's about to get the black slave that runs up, and he's like, Miss Scarlet, and he just fucking beats these dudes up. That's me. I'm that.
I wouldn't say you're a slave. That's
I was gonna say there's a parallel that Dion drew there that I'm not even gonna fucking touch. So
I
That's
will.
like that's 100% my wheelhouse to say, wait, you're comparing yourself to that, but I'm not.
Dangerous.
You know what? Like Jeff said, Dion will fight for his white.
Dion, you're as dangerous as a pair of safety scissors. Okay, calm down.
No.
Hey,
you
if
can
you're a
break
wrestling
the
fan,
thing
you know
with
what happened to those
safety
safety scissors with was it Arn Anderson and Psycho Sid?
Yeah, bad stuff happened there.
Yeah. Don't
Oh
fuck
my
with Arn
God.
Anderson.
scissors.
Xavier to
Well,
God.
Psycho Sid.
Yeah, well, he's dead, so you'll win that fight. Finally. Master of the Universe.
Is
All right,
Sid
Sid, that's cool. He died a year ago.
Yeah, he was one of those. He's one of those wrestlers that died, but like everyone's like, "Oh, crazy! That's all! Oh my god!" And then like everybody forgot.
Yeah, because I shit you not, the day before he died, or maybe it was actually the day he died before the news came out, Dan and I were talking about Psycho Sid for like an hour. We're like, we have literally never talked about Psycho Sid this much in our entire lives. And then we found out he was dead, and we've never really talked about him again. So, that's the end of that story.
That's
Xavier
Because
to
he
God.
has half the brain that you do.
Yeah. Goldberg, why me? That's the best. For
The best
Xavier to
thing he
God,
ever
maybe
did. That is still fun.
Kumi Nabjabi will join the Pebble and Batista's look.
Jeez.
I mean,
Listen,
Kumail
listen.
Nanjiani's the
He's-
buffest dude in Hollywood. Don't talk shit.
No. He's enjoying being the buffest brown guy in Hollywood right now. Okay, that's what he's enjoying.
But wait till
He
Aziz
ain't-
Ansari makes his comeback, man. He's gonna be roided out as
Oh,
shit.
dude. Oh my god. Listen,
Can you imagine Aziz Ansari built like a tank?
he
Call
would
me
look
an
so
ant
fucking
now.
That'd be
awkward.
hilarious. 'cause his
He
head
would.
is
He
little.
looks so. He would look so fucking awkward. He already looks like a goddamn IT guy from New Delhi. All right, like it's just him being buff would just not be good for him. It would be so weird. It would be so awkward.
I want to see him fat. That'd be funnier.
Yeah, he doesn't look like an IT guy. He looks like somebody that flew an airplane 24 years ago. Let's be real.
See, that's my man right there. He never forgot.
That's right.
It's 9/11. Never forget, man.
Oh gosh.
The event that brought us so much change in our lives.
Well,
Yeah.
things were great for a few days. Everybody actually loved each other, and then the Yankees made the World Series. We're like, oh yeah, we forgot. We hate that city.
Actually, things felt pretty good until about the following summer. Maybe
When
it was
the
even
war
whenever-
started?
Yeah, when we went to war in 03.
Oh,
That's when it all
yeah,
kind of
yeah,
fell
yeah,
apart.
yeah.
That's yes.
If you
Everybody
weren't alive
loved
back
each other,
then, folks,
and the war happened.
like in the 90s, people were pretty unified. People got along well enough, whatever. And then that happened, and then we all got tight. And then,
Dude,
like,
I
for over a
remember
year, it was good.
I remember being in high school when that happened, and a resource officer, sorry, there's another resource officer, the vice principal, brought me and my cousin in, and was like, "Hey, if anything happens to you guys, like, just let me know. I'll take care of it." I'm like, "What do you mean?"
If you're dead, you
Well,
can't talk.
Nick, he should have said, "Listen, sleeper cell. If any shit going on here, I need to know about it."
They never found out. They just never found out.
Yeah, well, that's what happens when
Nick's
you
still
got
sleeping.
when you got the Iraq
Waiting for the right moment to
guard,
strike.
Don't leave home without it.
You're like a cicada, Nick.
I'm like, it's okay.
Yeah, go back in the ground for 13 years.
There you go. Oh my god. Yeah, it's jeez. Yeah, that was an interesting time for sure. Especially being in high school during that time. God, that was weird.
Well,
That's
it wasn't as interesting for people that look like me.
Why? Because
I
you
get
walk
what you
around and
mean,
not get
though.
harassed?
Correct. My worry was, will I get drafted?
I was too young for that. I was 12 years old, going on 13 when that shit went down. So
Dude,
too young.
Listen, and it's a good thing too, because seventh grade year old me was like, dude, I want to fucking join up right now, dude. And that would have been a mistake.
Yeah,
13-year-olds
have
in the
this
army
show.
don't do so good.
Oh man, actually,
Well, not only that, but
I did have a couple friends in high school who did join and did go over there.
Yeah,
It wasn't
literally
weird.
I was in my first year of college, and I had the conversation of, you better get those grades up, because if a draft happens, your ass is going. And I don't want to tell you what it was like when my friends had to get drafted to get sent to fight in a jungle. Like, well, this isn't a jungle, Dad. This is oh shit, you're right.
Oh man. Oh jeez. Yeah,
But hey,
it was a weird time.
I could have had an opportunity to go and serve my country and commit war crimes.
that's just crazy because Dearborn's in Michigan. and there was like, everybody's all cool, and then obviously the stuff started happening with the brown folk, and like, luckily I lived in a place where they were like, they better fucking not talk to our brown people. Like that. That's how together people were. They were like, you better fucking not be disrespectful.
What is it? Mom got one of those anthrax letters in the mail.
Oh shit!
Yeah, because like it had.
Which album was it?
Yeah.
Because I got
Public
some
Enemy.
That is fucking hilarious. God damn it, that's hilarious. No, but like it was one of the ones you saw on the news where it had like stains on it or whatever, and she just literally just put it out on. She put it out on like the stool that used to be out in front of our house and called the police, and they came with a hazmat team and picked it up. It was fucking weird. Nice. It was the weirdest fucking shit.
Dude,
it was wild.
That shit was crazy.
Yeah, it was nuts.
Because didn't he try to send one to Tom, dude from Dateline?
No, what happened with that?
Didn't the anthrax guy try to send one of the letters to
oh yeah. He tried to send it to somebody Dateline. Yep, I remember that. Yeah. Yep. It was crazy, man. It was real crazy.
But yet, it was more of a sane time to be alive than where we are in now. So
yeah, I agree.
Isn't that fucked up?
Well, at the same time, you gotta remember every time something bad happens in a generation, they all say, "Man, isn't it now crazy to be?" You know what I mean? So we talk about. You said it earlier tonight. This shit is cylindrical, man. And
but this shit keeps happening during our generational timeline here. Like,
you're not wrong. It is very exhausting.
It started again. It happened again. It just keeps fucking happening for us, and we're still adults. We're not old.
Listen.
It is exhausting.
Started with those two jackasses in Columbine that never stopped. Okay.
Again, I was in high school when that happened, and again. It's like, God damn it! Why does this shit keep happening?
Yeah, Columbine was 99, and then September 11th happened 2 years later.
It's like, why can't I get something normal like World War II to happen in my timeline? Come on.
I don't. No, we don't need another World War. We kind of had something close. No, we're good. We're good.
We're still far off from that for sure. I mean,
and then
don't hold your tongue, Dion. Knock on some wood because anything's possible.
Yeah. Well, here's the
one.
I don't know. AI could take over and really fuck things up. So there's that too.
Yeah, it's called Skynet. We've seen that movie.
What if AI takes over and like there is a war already and the AI like wins our war for us in like a day?
Then I, for one, welcome our new Skynet overlords, and we'll fly that flag proudly.
What is the
we'll
Skynet?
Be very suspicious like a week later.
It'd be funny if AI took over, called itself Skynet, and then it got a cease and desist from James Cameron.
That would be funny as shit.
Welcome to
name.
Folks, after Stealing Solo Part 3, we will come out with our next comic book where AI becomes Skynet, becomes, self-aware, and James Cameron sues the shit out of it. Stay tuned.
That would be the funniest shit.
Litigation saves the human race.
Yeah. It's like out of spite of James Cameron, it's going to save humanity.
Yeah, it's pissed about all those times he goes underneath the ocean to tell us about the Titanic again. It's like, yeah, we know the boat fucking sank.
No, dude, AI is sentient and it has good taste in movies and it hates Avatar.
Well, here's a good thing about the Titanic. The pool is still full. Yeah, the pool is still full. Yeah,
it has never been empty. It's never been
empty. Yeah,
that's the kind of engineering you can't buy anymore today. They don't make them like that anymore, Nick.
Yeah.
It's like a beer glass.
You know what you could do is you could go down to the Titanic and get all that coal. That's probably still worth some money once it dries
off. That probably is. That probably still looks solid.
Just
coal.
Don't use carbon fiber.
Or a PlayStation controller. That could lead to bad things.
It was Logitech branded, which means it worked on computers as well, Kendo.
That's why I love you guys.
I think there's a billionaire trying to go down there very soon.
Hey, let another billionaire go down. I won't make jokes about, certain things, but I'll make fun of a bunch of rich people that went to the ocean floor or tried to go to the ocean floor in a submarine that had
they got there.
outside. Yeah, they got
there. They're still there.
They got that. They just never left.
Weren't they?
Yeah, there's a part of it.
Wasn't
now.
the explosion so incredible that like there aren't pieces of them anymore?
Correct.
Like they were.
There's pieces of the wreckage, but there's nothing of them because it just evaporated.
That's what I thought. They basically vaporized.
Yeah, they did. Because there was a hull breach, and then like in a nanosecond, poof, they were gone.
What a weird thing. It's like you don't even have time to register you're dying. It's just like
no, you feel no pain. You basically it's faster than a blink. Like it's just that you're done. You're done.
Well, remember too. So obviously, and Netflix documentaries always take them with a grain of salt. But they love the drama, and one thing that had always been a concern that was brought up in the documentary was because of the craft. They lost power and then they fell. So they would have had like a couple minutes to realize, oh my God, we're sinking. So they would have been, oh my God, we're sinking. We're about to. So
the really dumb thing was that there was a fucking countdown to find them, and there was already I think the first day there was like the noise of the explosion that happened, and we weren't told until like a week later. So it was so stupid.
24-hour news, man. That shit is a whole other beast, and they milked it. Knowing full well
they did, but it was like the oceanic something or the other. Like you had a microphone down there, and like they heard the explosion. It was a big sound wave on their machine, and they just they said something after the fact. It's like, yeah, that's definitely them.
You gotta remember one of the reasons it happened was because the dude was incompetent. He was a charlatan, and he was, to Jeff's point, he was one of those type of rich dudes. So the people who were running this stuff and running the surface team, he was cutting corners. So they didn't necessarily know what they were doing. So people who would have known and people who are in the aquatic community, they heard that when that shit got released, they were like, yep, that's when he died. But at the time, it was like his wife and two of these executives who didn't know what they were doing, and they heard the explosion on the microphone. They thought it was them dropping their weight bags or something, so it was a lot of people. The people who are reporting to the Coast Guard didn't know what the fuck they were talking about.
Yeah.
So that's one reason why that confusion was so nuts, because we didn't know how much of a charlatan that this dude Cooper was.
Mm-hmm.
It's always Cooper's. DB
But
Cooper.
you know what? There's a silver lining to be had there.
Mr. Cooper.
There was lots of ocean, aqua, marine life that got some food that day.
Yeah. I'm all about preserving the ecosystem.
Circle of life.
Yeah, they were chums in on a submarine, and then they became chum.
Old chum. They're dead.
There, Dion.
Our friend Jim Sterling, thank you very much for your patience. He says, Indiana Jones and the Temple of Potatoes. Indy goes to Idaho in a race against time to find the legendary artifact that controls the world's potato supply.
Oh my God.
I'd watch it.
Better
than Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. Folks, be like Jim Sterling. Send us a message and pitch a better Indiana Jones movie than the film that got made. The films that got made since 2008. It probably won't be hard to top those real ones, but you got to top them with absurd titles. I like this one, Indiana Jones and the Temple of Potatoes. The Spuds of Doom.
That's a good one.
Shout out to our listeners over on Rumble. We see your guys' comments. Shout out to longtime listeners like the talented artist Jeremy. What's up, man? How you been? And let's see what else. We just got more people send it in regular messages, super chats, everything. We appreciate you guys. Oh wait, they're not all showing up in the thing because we had a message about this from Shrubbles08. He wants a Joe Rogan button. Folks, if you ever send something and it doesn't come through right away, just send me a reminder and I will go back and gladly press it for you. But here is one of our favorite buttons here, the Joe Rogan Experience. I guess that's the most accurate name for it.
Imagine if you gave a white supremacist 5-MeO DMT, and then as the first one, as they're exhaling,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
What a rush!
I will never not enjoy seeing Joe Rogan flying on a hot dog.
No,
It is hilarious.
it is fucking hilarious.
When I was making that button, I just went to Tenor and was like, Joe Rogan gifts. And that was the first one that popped up. I went, yep.
That's wonderful.
Yep.
Good choice.
I've had a lot of fun making our buttons in the whatever you want to call it for the channel. Folks, for our 10-year anniversary, we're going to have a whole new sleeve of buttons. So the 10-year anniversary would be October 21st, 2025. But because that doesn't line up, for us, that would be... I guess we should celebrate on the 16th, or do you want to celebrate on the 23rd, where we're actually 10 years old at that point?
I'm the actual, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so we'll celebrate on the 23rd, which will be quite the week, folks. 10 years of WCBS. We'll call some guests and hosts from our past.
We're calling them hoes?
I'm calling the hose, man. Let me
That's what I
thought
I was going to say as well too. And I was like, "What? What's going on?"
Shit, I keep
have our own hoe train.
Hey, look it. 2 of you guys are married, but bro code stands for
Can still window shop, Jeff.
Can still window shop,
buddy. We're going to Amsterdam. We'll really window shop.
Yes, sir.
That's what I'm going to do after stealing Solo grosses $500,000. I'm taking you guys on a European tour.
You better.
Honestly, that's a super stretch goal, folks. If that happens, and it will, we'll do WCBS Does Europe, and I will get Kendo and Dion to take some time away from their lovely families, and the 4 of us will go to Europe, where we will record our debauchery. We will see how much beer we can drink in the Netherlands. I'd say we can drink. I'd like to shut down a bar in Europe. We drink that much.
Oh, dude. Have my kid do something. Have my kid and his cousin do something fucked up at school, and then we'll go to Europe. I will drink a lot.
All right.
Because they're problems, and they get in trouble at school all the time.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, well, what we'll do is we're like, hey, if you kids get A's, we'll take you to Europe with us.
Oh, I'm already doing like, yo, if you get an A, I will pay you to get A's. Like, pay attention in school, because you both are.
I'm just saying, if they graduate grade school, no, let's change it. If they graduate high school on like the dean's list or whatever it's called in high school, honor roll, we will take them to Europe. All right, no, we'll take them to Japan so they can look at some weeb shit.
Yep. And get some
There
little
you go.
Japanese girls, because 2 tall, half black dudes who are, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, Dion, I'm a tall half black dude, and I like Japanese ladies too. So don't not include me, because I'm down for some international marriage. We'll figure out how it works.
Hey, the Japanese population is going down all the time. They need
Yeah.
they need new blood. They need new blood.
It's not what we're getting. I like Japanese ladies. I like Japanese food. I kind of like Japanese culture when it's not, anti-gaijin. But yeah, bring it on. We'll go. We'll spend some good money in Japan. We'll get expensive ramen, expensive sushi, and expensive fried chicken. There we go. Nobody fries a chicken like the Japanese. Anyway. I don't know. I'm making this up as I go. Xavier to God, a member for 31 months. Thank you, Xavier to God. I know you guys don't play GTA 5 online, but if you do, you could get a weaponized Batman, the animated series 89 Batmobile with hovering and flying weaponized DeLorean, a Tron bike, a speed racer car, and more military vehicles. If they had like officially licensed movie cars, I would so play GTA Online tomorrow.
I mean, like that sounds amazing, but then that would require me to like re-download that game and then like pay money for those things. So, no, thank you.
Well,
Try to get back into playing games. I might grab it.
I have re-downloaded it. I have it on Game Pass. It's fun. The thing is, Xavier to God, I don't even dislike GTA 5. When it was new, I fucking loved it. That was like my favorite game of the year. For like 5 years straight, 3 years straight, I was into it. But the map is so old now. It's 12 going on 13. It'll be 13 years old very soon by the time the new game comes out.
Oh, yeah.
And Come on now, that's just... There is literally nothing in GTA 6 that is going to be worth a 13-year wait. They're like, it's going to have realistic weather physics. Rain sucks in real life. I really don't want to play a video game where I have to wait for it to stop raining. But Jeff, it's got dynamic hurricanes. I don't live in a coastal state.
What the fuck?
Reasons.
Nobody cares.
Like, you need to be able to go into every building. You need to have destructible environments. You need to have none of that stupid respawning where, like, I get the expensive Banshee, and then all of a sudden all I see are Banshees. Like, fix that mechanic. Every Grand Theft Auto game has that problem. So, Rockstar, come on. You gotta do something amazing.
I think they've spent like $1 billion on the game, or $2 billion. I keep hearing like a really high price tag for that they spent on it.
Damn, I know.
I've heard $2 billion myself.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard it was about to hit $1 billion.
Yeah, I mean, once again, those numbers could be fudged. We could be wrong. They could just be telling this shit just because they could. But
you know, Nick, I don't think you're wrong. I think so much of GTA 6's hype, including like the price, I think it's just made up from fans and people trying to build up hype. I think Rockstar is the ones that are just like chilling and quiet. They're just waiting.
Yeah, but it's one of those things where like they need to put something out instead of putting out add-ons for GTA 5. Like nobody, that's great, but like, you know, come on, man. Like we want a new game.
You know what's fucking weird though, dude? An entire generation of people only know GTA 5. Like,
that's weird.
Dion's kids have only been born into GTA 5.
Yep. That's fucking wild.
Yeah, that's how you milk a franchise to the point where you just can't play it anymore.
Of all the franchises that we wish did that, you know, Rockstar did it and then made it old. You know what I mean? Like, we're like, damn, bro, we're 6.
Yeah, I mean, I really wish they would have done a Red Dead 3. That would have been great.
That'll probably happen. It's only been 7 years,
time.
Nick.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, we got to get Jack Marston's. Well, we got his Vendetta right, but we got to get the Aftermath.
Yep.
I like Red Dead 2, but that is a game that I didn't finish, and then I've tried to turn it back on. I just can't get back into it. That's one of those situations where I've been out of it for so long.
Really?
Yeah,
dude, I love that game. I love that game so much. If I jump back into it, I'll play it for like weeks. It's terrible. I will explore the world to hell. Yeah, I will keep you know, hijacking trains and selling people's watches and shit and making as much money as I can, just trying to like buy stuff in that game.
Oh yeah, I've done that one twice. I played through it most of the way, storyline wise, but not all the extra shit. And then didn't play it for a few years. Went back a few years ago. Was like, all right, I'm gonna do the whole thing. And I was doing the whole thing. And then it got to the point where I'm like, this is all I've been doing for 2 months playing this game. I got to take a break. And then I just never went back. The first time, at least, I got to the part where I got TB. This time, I didn't get TB. So,
wait, you can get tuberculosis in that game?
Yes. When you get far enough along, what ends up happening is Arthur Morgan, because early in the game, there's some dude that's like sickly, and you're beating the shit out of him, and he coughs up blood on you, and you get tuberculosis.
Well, he's one of the deaths that you get for what's his name? Not Santana, the dude that he kicks out of the crew. You go to grab a dude, and that dude has TB.
Yep. So the end game on that one is you're gonna die anyway because you got tuberculosis, and it's like $18.99, and you know that's what happened back then. And yeah, so either you die peacefully of TB or Micah shoots you in the head. One of the two, depends on your honor. But I never made it to that point. I either had TB and never finished the game, or I haven't gotten TB and haven't finished the game. Either way, you get TB, Jeff.
Well, that is just a barrel of sunshine and rainbows that I can't wait to play.
It really is. It really is.
Folks, if you are listening at home, and we know you are, tell us about your experiences with getting tuberculosis.
Yeah.
We love you anyway.
In the time of tuberculosis, a world-class story. There we go. Let's see. I'm looking. One of our messages says I forgot to hit the "Who's That Pokemon" button. Which one was requested? Because we did the Buffalo Jeff one.
Yeah, I did. I
did them all.
You know what?
Do them all.
Right.
Who's that Pokemon?
Uncle Ben, dead.
And now, for my favorite one.
Who's that Pokemon?
It's me, Austin! Oh, son of a bitch!
Every
See,
time.
they're all winners.
Yeah. I'm a fan of the Who's That Pokemon. That's why Who's That Pokemon's in our intro for the show. So guys, let's see what our show notes say. We've kind of hit the stuff. Oh, here's something. We talked about the 80s earlier. Are you guys ready to go back in time and relive the 80s?
Always.
Every day.
Oh.
Yeah, me neither, Dion. For as much as I love the pop culture content for the 1980s, I don't want to go back. I want to just move forward much further than we are currently in the timeline because it kind of sucks. But we're talking about entertainment here, folks. Rumor, Universal Pictures, the Knight Rider film is a revival that is tied to a shared universe that will include Airwolf and the $6 Million Man reboots.
What the
oh,
fuck?
Boy. Yeah.
What the fuck?
That's a lot of stuff in one movie.
That is. That's almost too many things in one movie.
It's far too much.
Oh God, I have news about a remake as well.
Well, just lay it on thick, because we'll go back to Xavier to God in a minute. But tell me how bad it is, Nick.
Hannibal. Brian Fuller wants to do a short-lived series of Silence of the Lambs, but he wants Zendaya to play Clarice Starling, and let's see, who did he want? Mads Mikkelsen to play
No
Hannibal.
No more Zendaya. I'm done.
I agree. She's overused and not very good.
It's like she's one of the I have to scowl at the camera and have no personality or a weird personality. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, couldn't you use Sydney Sweeney, who's actually attractive and people like?
Please do.
Or I think you know how they always compare her to Ana de Armas? I think I'm on the Ana de Armas train.
Yes.
Like, that's like Sydney Sweeney's great, and I'm not gonna say anything bad about her, but I saw some new pictures of Ana de Armas, and I'm like, yep, if I was that guy and I could choose, I would go Ana de Armas every time. And there's nothing wrong with Sydney Sweeney. It's like you can't lose either way.
No, you really can't. You really can't.
I just like a little
In
bit
that
of that
situation,
flair.
Jeff, they can all be winners.
Yeah. Thank you, Willie. Yeah, I'm not excited for any of these reboots. I don't want to see another interpretation of Silence of the Lambs. I don't want to see a Knight Rider movie that's going to tie into Airwolf, and like, unless you're going to bring back like, I don't know, Magnum PI to go along with it, then let's bring back a Remington Steele film. Then let's make a Miami Vice movie 3.0. Like, let's just keep going. How about what other 80s show? How about a Different Strokes animated series from the people who brought you Samurai
Don't
Jack?
tease me. I would watch that.
The world don't move to the beat of just one drum.
Exactly. Different strokes to move the world. Yes, it does.
Well, how about a Facts of Life reboot?
No, I don't need that.
I don't need it either.
Oh my God.
I mean, we already had a Fresh Prince reboot, reimagining.
Dude, that was
fuck
such shit. That was such shit, man.
I remember
I think
we
only
were at
lasted...
Universal when they filmed it once, and I booed because they were like,
funny.
They take you on the tour. They're like, they're currently filming Bel Air. I'm like, boo! And nobody said anything to me, but I booed.
They thought it though, Jeff.
They thought it.
It's California. They were all thinking like, we shouldn't boo against this man. Might make our taxes go up.
Too bad. Your governor's already doing that.
Yeah. Escape from LA is the greatest story of my life. Just putting that out there. Thank you, Dion. Let's check with Xavier to God, because I've been playing a lot of video games lately, so I love talking about them. Xavier to God says, in GTA 5 Online, you don't have to buy shark cards. There's multiple ways to make money. Doing heists, selling drugs, selling weapons, owning a nightclub, being a CEO, owning an agency, salvage yard, and more. Oh, so Xavier to God, I set myself back up on the Series X version for online, where I have a nightclub. I I think my thing is, it's like I've played so much time on the map that literally nothing there is going to be fun for me unless like it's all new maps. It's like, oh yeah, we're going to go, our nightclub is up in Hollywood and we need you to run down to the Santa Monica Pier before the time runs out, or drive around the airport, or do this. It's like, yeah, in theory that's all fun, that's all cool, but like when you had the map memorized in like 2014 and you're just like staving off boredom because there's not much to do,
Yeah.
that's where it really falls for me. Because, like, and here's the weird part. San Andreas, smaller map, smaller game. I put more hours into it because there's more exploration and it's a little more fun. When GTA tries to make everything realistic, it's like, oh, I can just type in a random code and an airplane falls from the sky. Perfect. Now to get an airplane, I either need to go to the airport, go to the military base, or have one saved in my garage.
Listen.
Yeah,
I just do what my people did in Hijack One. Okay.
You know,
Easy.
9/11 is why they changed. Hey, you know, 9/11 is why they changed
That one.
GTA
That
3?
was that's for you, Kendo. That's for you, Kendo.
No, but it's the perfect day to talk about it. 9/11 altered Grand Theft Auto. Never forget what we lost.
Sorry, hold on. I didn't hear what you said. They altered it so you couldn't hijack a plane.
They took out the flying. You used to be able to fly airplanes in the Grand Theft Auto 3. They clipped the wings and made them really hard to take off.
Oh, dude.
Yeah,
That's terrible.
Yeah, look up how GTA was altered after 9/11, because it, like, within about a month they changed the game. Like, they changed the cop uniforms, they changed some of the dialogue, they changed the airplane mechanics. Like, they were working.
Well, it doesn't have anything on how New York was altered.
Yeah.
God damn it.
By the South Park principle, those jokes are funny now.
They are. You're fine.
South Park's still funny.
It is.
Just, you know.
In bursts.
Well, I'm watching the new season. It makes me laugh somewhat. I think King of the Hill just kind of knocked it out of the park to a point where I don't know. Everything else feels like an imitation.
That's fair.
So, guys, is there anything else you wanted to bring up?
Free yayo.
All right. Folks, thank you for watching tonight. We had a much bigger turnout than the previous weeks. We appreciate that. We appreciate all the support. Shout out to everybody who joined us tonight. Let's see. Random person to give a shout out to. I'm going to click on your name. Oh, Clone Geek got it. There you go, Clone Geek. You get the random click of the night. So, congratulations. I looked away and your name popped up. But, Young Franken Potato. That sounds like a good title, too.
Potato.
So, folks, tonight was a fun show. Thank you for watching episode 460. We'll be back next week with episode 461 because that's how numbers work. But be on the lookout. You'll be getting emails soon and notifications about how to sign up for Stealing Solo 2. We are going to make that top of the first book. This book is almost complete. And the way I like to do my funding is I like to bring you guys a finished product that all we have to do is wait for it to get printed. So, the turnaround time on Stealing Solo 2 will be a fraction of Wokebusters time, meaning this book is almost complete. And so when it comes time to crowdfund, it will be completed, and it'll just be all as simple as sending off a print file to get made, and then I'll be shipping those books out to you. So be on the lookout for that. Get involved. Get excited. I have all kinds of new exciting perks and tiers, day one exclusives, all of the fun stuff to make the campaign a smashing success. But it is world class. That's what we do. So from all of us here, thank you for watching. We'll be back next time with more. Check out our videos. Check out all the world class content. And make sure you're liking and subscribing every time you come across one of these videos. And you can follow us on Twitter as well. We'll respond to you guys there too. But until then, folks, be smart. Be safe, be cool, but always be excellent to each other.
.com.
Nice shooting, son. What's your name?
My name is Jeff.